Hello, Arthur.
Hello, George.
You got a kid down here, then?
Yeah, my boy, Terry McCann. Helps him out with their boxing.
No, ain't that public-spirited?
Oh, yeah.
How's the little lady, then?
Oh, a diamond, George.
A treasure, eh?
Hard. Like flint.
He's still a bit tasty, your Terry, isn't he?
He does all right by me, I reckon.
Dad, can I stay at Brenda's tonight?
They say you don't mind subletting him. Is that right?
Depends on the price, George. And the job. Nothing dodgy.
Well, I'll put you onto something not strictly kosher. Come on.
Dad, can I?
Look, shut it, Anthea.
What's the score, then?
There's a couple of punters use my place in South Kent. They need a bit of muscle. Now, the money's good. Can I make them eat?
Why not? Make him have it, Terry. Go on, give him the old MEW.
Arthur?
Now, what exactly are you gentlemen looking for?
It's not easy to describe the sort of person we need.
Essentially, Mr. Daly, we're seeking a man who looks, you know, a bit...
tasty, but not too...
Not so much as to frighten.
Sounds like my Terry. What's the job?
Oh, simply to reassure a visiting client. Look after him. Discourage anyone taking advantage.
We wouldn't want him with any kind of, you know...
A shooter.
Terry never packs one. We're strictly legitimate. George knows that.
Then I think we can do business.
So where'd you hear about this?
George Lewis down the youth club, picking up his kid. Saw you boxing, reckoned he'd get you a job for a couple of days.
Who's George Lewis when he's at home?
He owns an escort agency. A club in South Kent. You know, discotheque and supper. A couple of tables upstairs, some girls.
What is it, all who raising Arabs?
Roughly 126.
I've arranged an interview for you.
An interview? What's he want, a mind or a bleeding brain surgeon?
Here you are, 2 o'clock at that address.
Yeah, all right. Bit dodgy though, innit? And wouldn't you think they could hire some proper muscle?
Well, maybe they don't know their way around.
Yeah, but maybe they do.
Cheers. Cheers.
Mr. Elliot, I'm Terry McCann. I believe Mr. Daly had a word with you about me.
Have you been inside?
Look, just tell me what the job is, eh? It might be too high class for me.
Carry a piece?
No way. Anyway, what do you want a bodyguard for? Big boy like you.
It's for a colleague.
Ah.
A Mr. Saeed.
French?
Arab. Lebanon. He's in banking. Commodities. Very influential.
What's he want a babysitter for then?
Oh, a bit paranoid out there in the Middle East. It's part of his contract. Rented house, chauffeur, bodyguard, manservant, you know the sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. My dad never travels anywhere without them.
He'll be here for 3 or 4 days. The car's a Rolls-Royce. And what we're looking for is a driver come minder for Mr. Saeed.
Now, listen, I'm not pouncing around in all that chauffeur's gear like somebody's pet monkey.
Personally, I never thought monkeys could drive. But so long as you look tidy, wear what you like. Any questions so far?
Well, yeah. Let's get it straight. Is anybody liable to have a go at this Mr. Saeed?
Good Lord, no. You can look forward to a nice, easy 3 days.
Clock stopped.
Don't worry, the manservant will wind it.
Manservant?
Yeah. Mr. Saeed will need somebody to run out.
Listen, if I'm going to look after this geezer, I ought to be there when you choose this manservant. Check him out. I mean, we don't want a tea leaf about, do we?
There's no need to worry, Terry. Your Mr. Daly is providing the manservant, so he's bound to be okay. Now, where shall we start?
Yeah, well, we want to check all the locks, doors, windows, that sort of thing. All the light switches. Creaking boards, anything that might put us in lumber if somebody has a go at us. I can't see Elliot being too pleased with you running around in his roller.
Don't worry, Terry. When the wind of good fortune blows, you've got to capitalise. Opportunity knocks but once.
But what are you going to say to this geezer anyway? He's got a very busy programme.
Look, he's a banker, right? When did a British businessman, e.g. me, allow an Arab banker to walk in and out of his life without relieving him of the odd 100 G's?
Now, why would he give you 100,000? Listen, Arthur, I'm sorry, mate, but you're not in his league.
Terry. Oh, you do know how to wound, you really do. Not in his league, eh? Who looks after you, son? Who got you a job driving a Rolls Royce when 3 days ago you were barred from the snooker hall for a £6 debt?
Look, I'm getting late.
Yeah, well, don't forget the introduction. This is the managing director of Lockfast
Yeah, I've got
Securities.
all that.
I'll be just over here, walking by sort of dead casual, you know, probably smoking a proper cigar.
That's really going to dazzle him, Arthur. Yeah, it's a brown roller right in front of him. The boot's open. No, Mr. Sayin.
You have some identification?
Yeah.
You work for Mr. Sardi?
No, Mr. Elliot. On a contract.
A contract? I hope not.
Oh, it's a contract, yes. The car's this way, sir.
Why? Bless my soul.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Sayin, this is Arthur Daly, managing director of... Sorry, mate.
Who on earth is that?
Lockfast Securities, sir. Managing director.
My God, I'm being plagued by scavengers. Please drive on at once.
Steady, boyo! This isn't an adventure playground. What the hell are you doing here? Bleeding manservant, isn't it? Arthur hired us. Some chic.
Look alive, he's here.
Oh, Your Highness. The Sheikh Saeem. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Yes, I heard the offender's limousine pull up outside, and I was sure the Sheikh would be grateful for a refreshing glass of cognac.
It is kind, but it is against my religion. Your name is...
Adai Llewellyn at your service. Effendi, we are a bit front. For the tops in cooking and the washing of bottles, as they say, look no further. Have no fear, Effendi. Die is...
Well, Llewellyn.
No, Llewellyn, sire. But be not troubled. We Welshmen have great difficulties with Arabian words like camel and oil.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yes.
Llewellyn, I wish to bathe in 5 minutes, and I want no herbs or perfumes in the water. Also, please get my luggage from the car. Hang my suits, put my shirts, etc. in their places, and lay out my grey 3-piece suit with a white poplin shirt and a red silk tie. Also, I shall require a bowl of consomme and a water biscuit for my lunch in 1 hour. And I want this room arranged as a study with a desk there, so I can receive my guests on a formal business footing. Also, I am not ashamed. Neither am I an Effendi or a sire. I am Bassam Saeed, Sir or Mr. Saeed.
to my staff. Understood? Luggage from car, bath filled with water. A grey whistle, white shirt, red silk, a soup, hardtack, and the desk in this room. No Oriental titles, just Mr. Ross. Got it. Your wish is my command.
Where in the name of Allah did he come? Must be the agency.
Half-hour full-body massage, assisted shower, topless, two-girl topless or VIP.
I only happen to be joint managing director of this place, darling. Where's Frankie?
Look, are you some kind of nutter? I'm going to get Terry onto you.
Terry's not here, is he?
How do you know?
Because Terry, like you, sweetness, works for me. Where is she?
Hi, doll. Come to inspect the investment.
Francis, at the risk of industrial action, will you ask this young lady to smile at the customers and make the service we offer sound less like the sentence of transportation to Newgate Assizes?
You heard the man. Be kind to the...
Right, Mr. We got this rich Arab up West Kent. Big house, waterable bank.
Come in. Can I have a word, please? Of course. What can I do for you? Something you said in the car. You asked me if I was carrying a gun. Oh. No. Is there something I ought to know, Mr. Syed?
No, nothing at all. I have some delicate negotiations going on back in my country. I'm sorry if I seem pretty...
You can always keep in contact by phone.
My presence is needed to avert complications.
Yeah, well, give me the simple life every time.
You know politics. What was it Byron said?
Politics? I thought you were in banking.
Yeah, and, come on. You know, you can't be a politician in my country without one of two things.
And what are they?
$100 million or a private arm.
Does this Terry McCann know what he's doing?
Let's say he's fairly competent.
Good. It is important that Sain is provided with a respectable bodyguard.
Have you heard from Beirut?
Yes, everything is fine. We can go ahead with our business.
Good.
Are you sure he's good for Essential?
Of course. Look, leave the finance to Arthur. I just want to sweeten him up for my little proposition.
All right, Arthur. Things I do for you.
That's a spirit.
I see. Did he leave a number where he could be contacted? I see. Thank you. Oh, that would be Mr. Sadi. He has an appointment.
Welcome to the body, Llewellyn.
Terry about?
What? Are you doing it?
Where's the punter?
Mr. Sane is in there. No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Hey, what's this, mutiny?
No, he's not expecting. He's waiting for a geezer called Sard.
Di, kindly announce to Mr. Sayin that the security advisor to Mr. Elliot and Mr. Sardi would be grateful for...
You are from Mr. Sard?
We are business associates. May I come in? Thank you. Boudin, one of my favourites. But if pressed, I'd have to admit a preference for cannelloni.
Canaletto, sure.
Indeed.
What can I do for you, Mr...
Daly, after. I understand you're in bank.
That is one of my...
Which is no doubt why you require the services of my man, Terry. Danger of kid. But London is not like Rome.
I have good reason for requiring a bodyguard, Mr...
Daly. Of course, Mr. Sayin, one can't be too careful. And with my Terry as your minder, you couldn't be in better hands. Why?
Mr. Daly, I am a busy man. Please come to the point.
I have private business interests. Capital very much in a spoke-for situation, so to speak. A opportunity to make 4.5 million.
Oh, I am very pleased for... And
I am prepared to offer a businessman of impeccable credentials, such as yourself, the opportunity to make a small investment, say £150,000.
Yeah, I have not that kind of money.
Oh, I'll arrange a meeting to familiarise you with all the details. I mean, my accountant...
Forgive me. But I could not contemplate doing business with a complete stranger.
Well, perhaps I can take you out to lunch. Shall we say tomorrow? 1?
I'm afraid my schedule. Pleasure to meet you, Mr.
Daly.
Goodbye.
Perhaps some of your colleagues.
We are not in the investment. Thank you for a generous offer.
Well, at least we've made contact.
Indeed.
I'll just leave you my card.
You are too kind.
Day or night.
Goodbye.
For the present.
All right, Chief?
You know, Terry, I have been to London before.
Yeah?
I stayed in the Dorchester Hotel, private suite. 3 bodyguards, all armed. My first guest was the permanent secretary of the Foreign. What's gone wrong? Yes, I want to call Beirut.
Di? You all right?
Oh, sorry, boy. Just in the Sheik's recreation sorted out a bit.
Oh, what? Hold on.
Thinking it.
All right.
Oh, don't get the wrong idea. This is for Franca's nerves. You know how it is.
Nerves? What's going on?
Now, a standard drill for your Arabism. Come this time of day, they like to slip into something casual. He'd think that we were not on the ball if we hadn't spirited a little Turkish delight into his boudoir.
All right, whose idea was this, eh? You, get dressed. Come
Here.
on. Come on. Arthur's, right?
Well, he said he'd be good for a ton.
Now, listen, Di, something's up, so lay off the gargle.
What?
Well, I don't know, but something's wrong. I can feel it.
Bother boy?
Yeah, maybe. In the meantime, you get her to the kitchen and spirit her out when the coast is clear. Got it?
And Khalid, did you talk with him? Yeah, I'm not sure. There's no sign of Saadi or the Englishman Elliot. Yeah, and no reply from the telephone. Very well. I shall call again tonight.
Everything all right, Chief?
I don't know yet. I'm sorry about your friend Daly and the business proposal.
Don't worry about it. He'll survive.
I can't understand how a fit, bright young man like yourself should want someone like Arthur.
Yeah, well, I've often wondered that myself. Heart of gold, though.
And he got you this appointment,
Well, through a friend of his who met a couple of blokes in a club.
Elliot and Saadi.
That's right, yeah. He said they needed a minder, and here I am. What's up, Mr. Sain? Don't you think I'm up to it?
No, Terry, I think you are very able. It's just... no disrespect.
Well, out with it.
I think you're out of your class. I'm sorry. My enemies do not box fairly. They are not English cricket players.
Enemies? Hold on. Elliot said he was hiring me to babysit a nice old banker who was a bit fussy about his status. He said you needed a minder the same as you need a big motor or gold taps on your bath. Appearances.
Elliot told you this?
Yeah, well, that was the drift. But now it don't square with the vibes I'm receiving. You're in trouble, aren't you?
Frankly, Terry, I cannot really afford to be away from Beirut right now.
Beirut? There you go again.
I'm sorry?
Begging the bleeding question. Look, we're talking about enemies, me being out of my class, and all because I suspect that I'm not dressed properly.
Dressed? But your clothes are perfectly...
No. Tooled up. Carrying a gun.
Ah.
So come on then. Let's see what we're getting into.
I'm sorry, I'm Merely getting impatient. Yet my hands are tied until Mr. Sadi turns.
Is that the truth?
Of course. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Where's Frankie? Is she gone?
Yes. Any more news on the bother, Terry, Bob?
I don't know, but I don't like it, mate. Listen, you just see that Frankie gets out of here, all right? Arthur? Yes, Terry. No, everything is not all right, mate. Listen, this bloke saying is into something really heavy.
Come on, Terry, don't let's get paranoid.
He came to London, he had 3 armed bodyguards. Now, nice old bankers don't go around mob-handing.
You, reckon there's, danger?
I reckon. As you might say, Arthur, that is from Beirut.
For what purpose?
For the purpose of topping.
Hello, you there, Terry? Get out now, right away, and bring Di with you.
Well, maybe I'm imagining it.
And maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Look, I'll phone Elliot and tell him he's got to replace you. I'll tell him I need you for another job. And listen, Terry, if there's any aggro, bug out, right?
It comes down to shooters, I'm off.
Good boy. I'll ring you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot, Arthur. You're a prince.
اشتغلوا خلا. شكرا. مع السلامة.
They can't find Saadi either, eh?
Well, you speak Arabic?
No. I read expression.
Why should I confide in you, young?
Look, you may have a private army in Beirut, but here in West Kensington, you've got me and a gargle-happy Welsh chef.
When I asked if you had a gun, I was surprised you said no. Elliot should never have provided me with an unarmed chef. Bodyguard, I had 2, all armed with submachine guns.
This isn't Beirut.
But Elliot knows that my life is always in danger. And then hired you. And a lunatic manservant. It's beyond my understanding. Help! Terry! Shooters! Oh my God! They're trying to get back in! Help! Terry!
One for the thin blue line.
What are you doing?
The law. Your ever-friendly London Bobby.
Don't call the police, please!
I'm sorry, sunshine. It's my life I'm worried about, number 1. Damn it now, innit? Know what I mean? They cut the line.
Standard practice before an attempt.
You're magic, Abdul. You know that? You're really fun to be with.
Oh, Terry boy. Oh! Running off, are we? Come and stand and fight like men!
What is going on?
Hey, that's the one I squirted with a washing up liquid, Tell. Yeah, well done, mate. Come on, let's leg it.
Gentlemen, thank you. It appears I was very mistaken about...
Yeah, we were mistaken about you and all. If you're a banker, he's a bleeding appeal court judge. From now on, Sunshine, you're on your own. And if you see any of your pals, tell them they better not show up around once.
I understand, Terry, how you must feel.
Right, Terry. Let's go, boy.
It was very brave of you. I mean, you were unarmed.
Yeah, well, this is out of my league. See you around.
I understand. Be careful on your way out.
Cheers.
Come on, Tell, I can hear the patter of the huge feet, boy.
We can't just leave him there, can we?
Oh, dear, you mad, quixotic fool, boy.
Come on.
That's right, Arthur. Shooters and everything. There's white tapes across the road.
Oh, you're joking, friend. You have to be joking. Oh, my God. Oh, my good God. Listen, you scarper. And if the law stops you, have a fit or something. Oh, this is a pleasant surprise.
You're in trouble, Daly.
Good Lord, my life is full of troubles.
Trouble like this is what we call fatal, Mr. Daly.
You're annoyed. I can always tell. Let me offer you a cup of...
No! Do you listen to the radio? Read the newspapers? You mean you haven't heard?
Heard what?
There was a small war yesterday up in West Kensington. At number 16, Billingham Gardens.
Oh, no.
Very well acted, bravo. Now tell us what you want, what the deal is.
Deal?
To return our client to us unharmed.
No, look. I'm not acting. I mean, you've got to fill me in on this.
You're Mr. Terry McCann, ace bodyguard, and the manservant have kidnapped our client.
Oh, no, this is terrible. Why have the police not been round here?
This is a diplomatic affair, Mr. Daly.
Yeah, but I mean, a kidnapping? You could try the sympathy angle.
We prefer to handle it ourselves. Now, you're a sensible man. Perhaps we could discuss some sort of financial arrangement.
What sort of financial arrangement?
We could pay you £40,000 to have our client returned safely.
Come into my office, Mr. Elliot.
Go to your friend letting us toss here, Tell.
Yeah, well, he owes me a few.
Wakey, wakey, Omar Sharif. Grab up, boyo.
I imagine several people owe money to you, Terry. Thank you, Lou.
I answer.
I assure you, Mr. Elliot, that if at all possible, I shall arrange this transaction to the satisfaction of all concerned.
If it's not possible, Mr. Daly, you know the alternative.
Alternative?
Understood?
Perfect. Yeah, look, if they won't agree to 40 grand, can I,
No games, chum. Just get Sain here by lunchtime, all right? And I'll bring the money.
40 grand?
Of course.
Hello, Terry. It's me. Listen, just as we figured, they've been round, and they have come up with a very interesting deal. Want to buy Charlie back?
No.
Terry, the man is offering a great deal of bread. 5,000 smackers for the return of Sayin. No, look. I am prepared to split that right down the middle.
Get lost, Arthur. It's no deal. Now, listen, we need... I said, listen! We need a motor.
Are you sure about the 5 grand? Look, I may be able to push them up to, 8? All right, just a thought. Okay, I'll get a motor over to you. Give us the address again. Yeah. Yeah, right, got it. Take care, Terry. See you.
Thanks, chum. Now, why don't you just drive on over? We'll keep you company.
Get knotted. What do you think I am?
If I leave you here, it will be as a...
You're not a nice man, Mr. Elliot. Not nice at all.
So Elliot set us up, using Di and me as stooges. Right. Now what I want to know from you, Sunshine, is who I'm dealing with and why. Also other little incidentals like how many, and are they or not coppers or something.
They are not police. I entered this country for... In Beirut, I'm a very respected man. Well known. I seldom leave the enclave held by my own faction, for we have enemies who want to kill me.
Oh, that much I can vouch for, boyo.
Mahmoud Safir Sardi is a member of our government. He urged me to leave my people, come to London to have secret meetings with him. He guaranteed full protection, which I got, despite...
So this Sardi double-crossed you, and Elliot and the Glee Club are his...
And they have another go, your omnipotence. These lads don't give up.
I have to get back to my people. If you could only get me to the airport.
Yeah, that's no problem. My man's on his way with the wheels now.
Not this one, I think. The van.
I think this will go off okay, boy. Shut up a minute.
Relating to the shooting which took place at Billingham Gardens, Kensington, yesterday evening, is that police have recovered 2 bullets and traces of blood, which indicate at least 2 men were injured in the affray. Detectives are trying to trace the occupants of the house, which had been rented to a Middle Eastern government for some years, but at the moment they have no leads as to their identity.
Thank you, God, for that. I must say, Chief, I admire your cool.
The work has to be done. Do you think we'll get through the airport in safety?
I don't know. Look, maybe you should call your embassy. They'd help, wouldn't they?
Who knows who to trust? Sardi's probably in control.
I wouldn't be doing this now if you'd pressed on with the assault on the house. What are we paying you for?
You wouldn't say that if you'd been there.
I thought the bodyguard was going to be a walkover.
Apparently, we were wrong.
Oh, no, my friend. You were wrong.
Come on, Arthur.
That's the pub.
Okay, let's hit it.
Oh, you're included, are you?
That's what I pay you for.
In that case, we'll do it my way.
What's the problem?
Stuck here in a ruddy pub, isn't it? Liquor everywhere and not a drop to drink.
Be time enough for that when this is over, mate. I might even join you.
Patience. I told him when to arrive.
Seems all right.
Doesn't he come out?
Dead cautious, our Arthur. Right, here's the plan.
Just sit like that.
Right, go over it.
Winking indicator means all clear.
Then we come down and you pick us up at the door.
And any obvious bother and we're on our own.
Yeah, get out as soon as you can. Use the confusion.
If there's any shooting, Terry, now, what do we do?
Dial 999. I'm sorry, but I'm not getting croaked for you, Mr. Syme.
I understand.
Window?
Yeah, all clear.
Good luck. Yeah, and thanks.
Don't thank me, Mr. Syme.
Right. You two get in position.
I really prefer not to be involved.
Listen. We take them as they cross the pavement to the van. Nothing could be simpler. The shooting will be done by my two men. You and I are merely spectators.
He must get into the van. Do not alert him in any way.
God, dear, you look terrible.
Let's get this over with, Terence.
Terence, you all right?
Yeah. Hobby, please.
Listen, you shouldn't mix with the heavy mob if it makes you ill. Ah. I thought it'd be something like this. I'll tell you what, Arthur, you don't shake easy, do you?
You will invite Sain into the van. Any warning will result in your death.
Yeah, all right. Keep your hair on.
Drive to the doorway. Come on.
Lovely grub, Abdul. We have a goal situation.
When I'm in Beirut, I will send you. You come and be my chef of the house. All clear, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah. Bags of room.
Right then.
Oh dear, Arthur, you've hit a police bus. It's police. Polizei, savvy?
No tricks.
Would I trick you, my son? Yeah, that's a bit of bad luck, isn't it? What, were you on the way to a match or a riot?
Could turn into one. Yeah, then I know you.
Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't, Squire. I always contribute to the benevolent fund, widows and orphans.
Oh, really? Got a funny one here. Right, you.
Listen, we got trouble. For God's sake, don't look round. There are shooters all over the place. 2 on the pavement, 1 in the back of the van. They're Arab terrorists. Can you handle it?
Right, sir. Name?
Blue shirt near the pub door and the geezer with a sling by the railings.
Yeah, okay. Driver's license?
Oh, of course.
Die, over here. Come on, bring your mate. Come on. Nothing to worry about, just a slight itch.
Bad luck on you, I suppose, sir. A job vehicle?
Oh, well, it's an ill wind.
All set. Right.
Get out!
What you got there, then?
Where?
On your shoulder.
Ugh! Ugh! Get it off for us, will you?
Oh, very funny. One of this lot, is it?
Yep. I reckon you find he's got a bit of diplomatic immunity, though.
Is he badly hurt?
No. Just a touch of the older MEW.
MEW?
Marlene Waller.
Mr. McCann, I've radioed for a car to take you all down to the Nick. We've got a lot of sorting out here.
Sorting out? Hold on, listen, I just ran halfway down the...
Yes, if you get a citation or a hand on your collar.
Oh, it's charming, isn't it? I'll tell you what, look, my motor's there. I don't want to get nicked for parking, so I can take these gentlemen down there now.
All right. It's a Picton Street, Nick, do you know it?
Yeah, of course I do.
Ask for Detective Inspector Sampson.
I'll see you there, sir. Cheers.
All right, get rid of this lot. Come on, then.
Right, Abdul, we've just got time to get you to the airport.
Airport? What are you talking about? We're due down the Nick. And on the right side of the counter.
Oh, yes, he's right, boyo. But on the other hand, we can't let our Effendi here get done on a false passport claim, now can we?
False passport? Terry, what have you got me into?
Got you into... Look, own up, Arthur, we're better off without him. Abdul is nothing but trouble.
Aiding and abetting illegal immigrants, assisting a felony, or they wouldn't like that down at the Picton Street, Nick.
Well, what you waiting for? Come on, off you go to the airport before the law puts a shout out on us.
There are other cars, Arthur.
Boarding now, sir.
Thank you so much.
Well, gentlemen, what can I say?
No offense, Oshie, but I like the sound of goodbye.
Well, goodbye then. And I hope you will not be offended. I wish you to accept these checks.
£1,000.
Listen, Mr. Sign, there's...
You saved my life.
Thank you, boys. Oh, yeah, they should just take care of the van. And my driving ticket. Reckless, they said. And what a shady character you turned out to be. I think I consider going into business with you.
Terry! Terry!
Hello, Des.
Thank God you ain't been looking for 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I was out the back.
Look, I need some help with the breakdown. You're just the man.
What about that big American breakdown truck you've got you keep on about?
Broken down. It has. I can't get the parts to fix it.
I told you, buy British.
Look, it'll only take half an hour, maybe 20 minutes. Young Kevin didn't come in today, I'm on my own.
Well, will I get dirty?
All you got to do is drive the van.
Yeah, all right.
Good lad.
Half a fraction short, do you think? No, no, you don't shoot a lot of cuff, do you? No, wearing those flash sovereign cufflinks was never your line.
The minicab's here, Mr. Daly.
Good, thanks, son.
Oh, how about next Wednesday? That suit you?
Wednesday,
Oh, Wednesday. Could you put it down? Mr. Daly, Wednesday, same time. As a matter of fact, Arthur, I was going to suggest next Wednesday evening as our night out.
Oh, fine, I'll...
Yes, I took the liberty of making a few arrangements.
Oh, perhaps you'd...
Oh, yes, of course. I'll give you a ring, and then we can confirm all the arrangements. Splendid. It's nice to see you looking so well, Arthur.
Nice talking to you, Harold.
Mr. Daly. Arthur Daly.
Joe. Well, that's what I call a nice surprise. Look, I've got a cab waiting somewhere. Why don't I drop you off wherever you're going and we can have a little chat?
Why don't I drop you off?
What? You got into the taxi business?
Not exactly.
Oh, no.
Where to, sir?
Joe, why?
M1. Big pile-up. Norman was killed instantly. After his death, it was either this or bar work. But I was always afraid of getting the change wrong. So,
Look, Joe, I don't want you to think I'm, well, you know, but you're the last person I would have expected to,
I should have learned to type. But there you are.
Hey, local.
But I never felt the need to be out working when Norman was alive. I know a lot of people do. But I was quite happy the way things were. At least I think I was.
Okay.
It always seemed that way.
But he left you all right.
Oh, yes. Nice home. Not so much in the way of savings. But we believed in spending everything we earned.
Quite right. After all, you can't you can't do otherwise, can you?
Plus, of course, Norman never made a great deal of money.
Too honest for his own good, some would say. Not me, though. He was insured.
Oh, yes. Yes, I got the insurance money all right. Then, like a fool, I let some little rat walk off with it.
Eh?
I don't know, you've got the front of pickup cars with something like this.
It's all part of the job. No, he hasn't left me the key.
Should we give it a tow?
No need. They're always forgetting the key, so I brought my own.
Is that legal?
No, would I do anything illegal?
No, I suppose not. Not if there was a witness. I wouldn't have a red one, though.
Oh, blimey. The way they do things nowadays.
Yeah.
Shelf cable's come unsoldered.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I'll just get some tools and you can be on your way. I'll get this one started up in 2 minutes.
What, just dump this back at the garage?
Yeah. Oh, key under the driver's mat.
Who's going to nick this?
You never know. Oh, thanks a lot, Terry. I won't forget this.
I won't let you, mate.
Honestly, Arthur, I've tried everything. Police, solicitors, I even thought of hiring a private detective. But I've heard so many stories about them.
But you haven't yet tried me.
It's nice of you, Arthur, but...
Well, I mean it. I think I can offer you just the help you need.
You Faristow, Polly?
Paracalo.
I don't know anything about property deals, Arthur.
No, but your average intelligence, you know how to bring pressure to bear, and your heart's in the right place.
Look, I know she's a friend of yours, but she's grown up, isn't she? At least I presume she is. Nobody forced her to hand over the money.
Terry, she was conned in the most heartless way. Young woman, recently widowed.
Please, not the violins.
No, but you can see it, can't you? The villa in Majorca was security. A home, a new life. It all seemed kosher. And she wasn't the only one to get taken. See, what they do is they open with a big glossy brochure, follow it up with a free trip to where the villas are going to be built, bottles of champagne all round, no expense spared.
How bad's that?
Not bad at all. As long as the villa you paid for gets built.
It's a job for the law.
No, they can't do anything. In a case like this, you've got to prove it was planned as a fraud from the start. I don't think I have your undivided attention.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I mean, if she drives a cab for a living, she can't afford to pay me, can she?
When you get her 6,000 quid back, we're in for 12.5%.
The bounty under. What's 12.5% of nothing?
There you are, Arthur.
Joe. Sit down.
Thank you.
This is the young man I was telling you about. Terry, Joe, Terry.
Hello.
Yeah, funny enough, Terry was just saying he looks on your story as a sort of challenge. And how he'd be delighted to help.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're agreeable.
Well, I don't quite know what to say. Of course, I'll make it worth your while. I put that rather clumsily, didn't I?
No, not at all.
What I meant to say was, If you recover the money, then you can take what you think is right.
Well, that's worth thinking about, isn't it?
This is the one letter I got from them.
Yeah, just off Holland Park.
Sunworthy, Homes in the Sun & Co. Limited.
I like the name. It seems sort of reliable. The man I dealt with was Ralph Hurst.
Yeah. All right, then I'll shoot round and have a word with him this afternoon.
Why waste time? What's wrong with now?
Because he'll be having lunch, like everybody else.
Now there's a clever bit of deduction.
Mr. Daly, we have some very special baby lambs for you today. Or if the lady prefers fish, we have some very special fresh barbuña.
How about some very special Retsina?
No, thank you.
Driving?
Yes. Taking a customer to White City.
We'll drop you off.
Oh, how kind.
Right then, George. Now, what are you going to have, Joe?
This is 188, isn't it?
Sunworthy Homes.
I'm not the first, then. Listen.
We have no connection with Sunworthy Homes. We have no knowledge of the whereabouts of Sunworthy or any Sunworthy personnel. We had never heard of Sunworthy till we moved here last month, and only then from other people. We cannot help you in any way, Mr. Booze.
Says it all, doesn't it? Are you Mr. Booze?
Are you a customer? Because if not, you can push off. Hey, I'm not afraid to scream, you know.
Where's Hurst? Morning.
They've all gone, I'm afraid.
Sorry?
You looking for an allotment? We're all growing our own now.
No, I'm looking for someone called Hurst.
Well, I'm someone called Hurst. What is it?
Ralph Hurst?
No, he's my father.
Well, would he be at home?
Why?
I want a word with him.
What about?
Well, I'd rather tell him that. It's about the villas in Mallorca. I'm working on behalf of a friend.
Where are you from, a newspaper?
No, I'm just...
I see, you've just come to lean on him. To hound him, to cause him distress.
Cause him distress? What do you think he did to all those poor punters who lost their money on villas that never got built? Don't waste your time, son.
Get out of here.
Get off my land. Look, which of those houses is yours?
I warned you. I'm sick to death of people abusing my father.
Oh, yeah?
For something he didn't do.
What about conning people out of all their savings?
He didn't con anyone.
That will do. That will do. Now, just look at your clothes, the pair of you. Yes, you've done the beans and the spring cabbage with power of harm, too.
He's another one of them, Dad.
I'm not another one of anything. I'm a friend of someone who lost her money on your villas racket.
I see. You better come inside.
Oh, but Dad...
He deserves an explanation. We're in full view of everyone round here. I don't know what your mother's going to say.
Sugar, Mr. Terry?
Nothing.
Scone, Mr. Terry.
I think he wants to say his piece.
Well, let me. You see, Mr. Terry, the Sunworthy fiasco was as much a blow to me as it must have been to your friend.
6,000 quid's worth.
Are you going to listen or not?
It's all right, Graham. Ralph was facing redundancy when it started.
I sold pharmaceutical, but horns were being drawn in and they were obliged to let me go. The handshake was far from golden, so when Freddie Fenton offered me the job...
Freddie Fenton?
Yes, it was his project. Naturally, I seized the opportunity with both hands. You see, at the end of it, by way of commission, there would have been a small villa for us.
An ideal place to retire to.
So you're not Sunworthy, then?
No, he employed me as one of the salesmen.
But that's not the point. Because he did the selling, he has to take the blame. You've no idea what it's been like. People coming here accusing him, threatening violence. It's not only frightening, it's humiliating.
Why didn't you send all these people round to Fenton?
Well, if it had become a police matter, I wouldn't have hesitated. The man's done nothing wrong. I gave my word I wouldn't disclose his whereabouts. He's probably left London now anyway. There's no purpose to be served by pursuing him. There's no money. Bankrupt, I expect. I'm sorry for the creditors, of course. But why punish a man because he's made a mistake?
Where was he the last time you saw him?
Oh, don't ask any more questions. He doesn't know and wouldn't tell you anyway. God knows why. Fenton owes him 3 months' commission. And then there was that business
Look,
about...
he didn't mean it. He didn't know what he was saying. And I don't blame him for getting excited.
Excited? What, threatening to beat you up if you persisted in asking for money that was yours?
He did not mean it. I hope you understand now, Mr. Terry, that I was not responsible for your friend's loss.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the tea.
I'm, sorry about that.
Oh, don't be silly, you.
I'll see you out. I don't want to upset Ralph any further, but I don't think he should take all the responsibility for Fenton's mistakes. It might help. It's his office address.
Freddie, can I have a word? What about? Sunworthy.
No, thanks. I have nothing to say.
You better have something to say.
No comment.
No comment.
Nothing to say, thank you.
Fenton.
Thank you very much. That's all I have to say.
Fenton! Mr. Fenton?
I'm in the house office, and I'm...
Your front door, so you better stay put.
Now, what I want you to...
Hey, Dad, look, you're trespassing. No, I'm not. I'm exercising my citizen's right of arrest.
What do you mean?
Sunworthy. Can only mean one thing, can't it?
Look, I don't know what you want.
I want £6,000 that belongs to a friend of mine, Mrs. Josephine Williams, who put it down as a deposit on one of your villas that never got built.
Are you trying to threaten me?
I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. I've just been talking to Hurst.
Oh, no doubt he told you I was the villain and he was the harmless duke.
No.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. He was no help at all. He was supposed to be partners. He was supposed to be the business expert. All he knew about was selling, and how not to upset the natives. It's not very easy to admit you failed.
Oh, I hope you're not going to make me cry. I get upset very easily.
I don't want to upset anybody.
You should have thought of that before you conned Mrs. Williams and the rest of them out of their money.
I didn't con anybody.
If you didn't con Mrs. Williams, how come she lost £6 grand?
I've done my best to pay everybody back. If anybody was conned, I was. Oh. All right, I was a bad businessman. I was undercapitalised. I got taken by the bloke who owned the land in Mallorca. In the end, I found I was paying way over the top for it. It's been a bloody nightmare. I wish I'd never got myself into it.
But what are you going to do about it?
There's nothing I can do about it. I'm bust, broke.
So she's just got to write off £6,000?
I wish I'd only lost 6,000. Everything's gone, the lot. They even take my car away, a beautiful Jag. Wish I'd never heard of Mallorca. Look, I'm doing my best to get straight. And if I do, I promise
Oh,
you...
don't make promises you can't keep.
You
Myself, I see nothing against using a bit of pressure.
There. Would have done no good at all.
Well, if you say so. Did they say anything about my membership, Harold?
Oh, I'll leave it a bit, Arthur. Come as my guest a few times. Show your face. I'll introduce you around, and then we'll put out a few feelers.
It's not a knighthood I'm after. I just want to join the club, that's all.
So you'll tell Joe, all right?
Me? That's your department. I just tell her the good news.
See what I mean about the narrow lapels?
Yeah, more discreet. She's working till 9 tonight, and I'm going to Montclair with Harold.
Well,
What do you think about the whistle, Terry?
What does he know?
Yeah, what do I know? I'm still into wide lapels. Listen, you said you wanted to help.
I do. We eat in there, Harold.
Yes, I put a table for 10:30.
A bit early, isn't it? That's why I put you on the case.
Put me on the case? Listen, you can say that when you're giving me $200 a day plus expenses.
Best to be early before it gets busy.
OK. Well, it's your problem, Terry. It's your 12.5% of £6,000.
Mine? It was ours yesterday.
Oh, that's why you still had a chance of getting it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thanks.
Won't be a minute, Mr. Fenton, sir.
That's all right. I want it done properly.
I like this one much better, the old blue one you had, sir.
The old blue one was a 76.
I know, sir. But there is nothing like a brand new car. Even there is roads, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
No, not this afternoon, Des, no.
No, come on, 15 minutes, that's all.
Well, what's happened to young Kevin now?
Oh, I wish I knew. He didn't come in again today. Come on, it's just round the corner in High Street, Kent. It's a Mercedes.
Look.
You can bring your suit with you.
Desmond, it's pouring with rain.
Oh, it's in a plastic bag.
I'm not.
Come on. Silly idiot's left the radio on. Here, gives me a toolbox. There you go. So. You can dump the van back at the garage.
Thanks. I think Fenton didn't know what he was doing and you all paid for it. But Hurst is really down his luck. Fenton has got a crummy little office. He drives an old banger. Now, if anybody got any money out of it, it wasn't those two.
Does Arthur know about
Yeah, I told him. He's very disappointed.
it? Yeah. But he didn't stop him going to the Montclair this evening.
No, I told you about that, did he?
Yeah. Seemed important to him. Would you like a drink?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Friends of yours? Oh, he used to be a customer of mine some years ago. Often see him here.
I haven't got much choice at the moment. I mean, I've got to earn my living. And there's the housekeeping and the shopping and the cooking.
You may too. I mean, it's just a way of filling in time, isn't it, really?
What work?
Look, I understand. It's good for us all to have some sort of routine to work by, but you've got to change it a little. Extend your frontiers.
What frontiers did you have in mind?
£5.
Your mate's not doing too well.
Oh, he can afford it.
Huh? What's he in?
Property. He's had some very nice developments in Spain, apparently.
Some nice ones there, too, if he don't keep losing.
I like Beethoven.
Did you see the film?
Was it from a film? Don't answer that.
Hello? Hold on. Andy? Oh, can't you find someone else? Oh, no, of course not. Would I let you down? I'm on my way.
You're not going to work?
Can't let them down.
I don't see why not. You don't even like the job.
That isn't the point, is it?
I can't take any more disappointments.
Good night, Mr. Stowe. Good night. Good night, Mr. Daly.
Good night. You remember my name? I reckon Fiver was about right, don't you? I don't want to look ostentatious.
Oh, yes, I think that was all right. Is your young lady driving you home tonight?
No, she's off tonight. No, I'll pick up a cab.
Oh, I'll drop you home if you like.
Oh. Harold, that bloke with the Spanish developments, is his name Freddie Fender?
Not quite. Freddie Fenton.
Do you know where he lives?
Where he lives, I can tell you his inside leg measurement if you like.
Arthur?
I got some news for you.
How cosy.
I think you better leave us, Val. And turn that thing off. And turn that music off. I suppose you think you're Jack the Lad walking in here?
You weren't quite straight with me, were you? You said you'd lost everything. Had to sell your Jag. It's lucky you had the roller, innit?
That's not mine.
It's got your initials on it.
Doesn't mean to say I own it. It's leased by a company I do some work for. They allow me to use it.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? And what about all this?
Owned by another company. See, I don't own anything. Except, of course, that 1970 Cortina.
Lucky to have all these companies that you can do some work for.
Yeah, run by friends of mine. Where would we be without our friends? That's what I always say.
And I don't like cheap con artists. That's what I always say.
There's nothing cheap about me. This watch costs more money than you'll earn this year.
But you don't own it, do you? It belongs to one of your companies.
No, as a matter of fact, I did buy this. Out of winnings from a casino. A friend of mine lent me the original stake. And I'm not a con artist. Like I told you before, I was unlucky. I paid too much for the land.
That's right. But that was a deal you had with the landowner, wasn't it? Whatever you could get these poor punters to pay, that was the price of the land. And then when the company went bust, you quietly, very quietly, give you back half the money. Is it? Well, now, here's a bit of reality. If Mrs. Williams doesn't get her £6 back today, I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to get you in all the Sunday papers.
Oh.
Freddie Fenton, monster of the Mediterranean. Do you like it, eh? I'm going to get you on TV, on the radio, everything.
I've been on the radio. I've been on the BBC. I've been on London Broadcasting. I even had a television crew here once. But I had to ask them to leave eventually. I've been in the Sunday newspapers too. Not just the cheap ones. I've had more publicity than you've had hot dinners. So if that's the best you can do, son.
Well, what about the neighbours? This is respectable stockbroker country, innit? Now, what are they going to say when they find out what sort of racket you're in?
Yeah, well, I think you should meet some of them. I've got a friend next door. Just out of Durham maximum security after 5 years. I'm sure he'd be delighted to meet you.
Look, Fenton, I don't like my friends being caught, and I'm likely to turn very nasty.
Oh, I wouldn't advise that. John! My chauffeur. And my gardener. They're likely to turn very nasty, too. And you're trespassing again. So we can use reasonable force to throw you out on your thick little head. But before you go, I'm going to do you a bit of a favour. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. In this life, there are winners and losers. Now, I'm a winner. And people like you and your friend are losers. And there's not a great deal you can do about it. Fact of life. Okay? So you just shove off. And don't try to be a hero, because you won't make it. Losers never do. Goodbye.
You haven't seen the last of me.
I think I have. You better drive me around for the next few weeks, John. Yes, sir.
Can I put the lamp on? I'm missing out on me tan.
Of course you can, love. That's all finished with.
Hey, Teddy!
Not today, mate. I'm not in the mood.
No, I'm not after a favour today. I've come to pay you for the help you gave me.
Pay me?
There's fair.
What's that?
It's your share.
My share of what?
There's 500 quid there, Ted.
Des, do you mean those motors? We were nicking them.
£500, Terry. All for you.
Desmond, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Des, come it!
Desmond!
Oh, come here!
Come here! Listen, you! Let's go!
You want to get me put away again?
It was as safe as houses. Honest, it was.
You're going to give those motors back.
Terry, I can't do that.
You're going to.
Terry, they're all crated up and halfway to Saudi Arabia by now. There's a big waiting list for that class of motor over there.
Desmond!
No, look, take the money and forget it. It was all a mistake. I'm sorry. No, I should have thought...
Shut up!
Yeah, shut up.
Could you nick a roller?
Sure, anything. Any kind you want.
It's a Silver Shadow, about a month old.
Oh, come on now.
Yes, son.
Yeah, sure. It'll take a bit of finding, but for
Don't
you,
worry about that. I know exactly where to... Come on, then.
Yeah, right, let's get to work.
Leave that, you can afford a new one now, can't you? Come on! He's bought it all with the money he's nicked.
Yeah, but supposing he reports it as stolen to the police.
It would be too late, and even if he does, Des will take the blame. Won't you, Des?
Yeah. Nah, there's the insurance. You pinch it, he'll wait for the insurance to pay up and just buy a new one.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, you're right.
No, he's not. He's wrong. They're like gold dust, new Rolls Royces. You can't get them. You know, people will pay 15,000 over the odds to get one. Listen, I knew a fellow once.
Is that right?
Well, you don't have to take my word for it.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Daly.
Mr. Daly, what can I do for you?
If I were to come in here, plonk down the cash now, full purchase price, mind, how long would it take me to get a new Silver Shadow?
Rather longer than the gestation period of an elephant, sir.
Yes, well, we're not all zoological experts. How long is that?
About 3 years, I'm afraid, sir.
3 years? Oh, I didn't think it was that long. Well, there must be a way around that, Mr.
Simpson.
I'm sure you follow my drift, Mr. Simpson. I mean, chap comes in, not short of cash. Know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean, sir, and I'm afraid it wouldn't do any good at all. You see, none of our customers is short of cash.
Oh, well, that's all right then. Thanks.
Not putting your name down, Mr. Daly?
Nah. No, I think I'll stick to the Maxi.
This may not be the best place, you know.
Well, if it isn't, we'll find somewhere else. You didn't make all this fuss with the Jag and the Mercedes.
Oh, that was different. I got it all worked out.
That's what we're doing here, isn't it? Working it all out. That's all right. You can leave this one today, son.
Why? Who are you?
Freddie, Mr. Fenton wants us to fit a radio telephone in here. It'll be back by 4.
First I heard of it. I supposed to wash it and go home early today.
With all due respect, Sunbeam, Mr. Fenton doesn't really have to ask your permission for us to get a radio telephone fitted, does he?
Funny. He didn't mention it.
Well, no, I didn't mention it because we've only just phoned his office to tell him we could do it today. If you don't like it, go and phone it.
Don't get stroppy with me. I only work here.
You're all right. Don't worry. I'll tell him what a wonderful job you're doing.
It's on Mr. Fenton's account, isn't it?
Oh, that's right.
Thank you. So,
Right, now where are you going to keep this?
Well,
no, on second thoughts, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
it'll be quite safe, don't worry. Tell you what, Terry, they fetch a lot of money in the Middle East these days.
Desmond.
Just making a point.
Well, don't make the point. Don't even think about it.
I can't help it.
Well, stop it. Have you sorted out the lorry?
Is that absolutely necessary?
Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't worry about your Cortina. That's in your usual place in the car park. It's your roller that's been nicked.
Hey, John.
Don't do that. You'll only get your suit ripped.
Well, I should just tell the police.
That's a novel idea, yeah. But if you do, my friend who's looking after the car, he'll see that something very dramatic happens to it. Like it might fall over a cliff or burst into flames, that sort of thing. So you wouldn't be any better off, would you? Now, on the other hand, if you was to return Mrs. Williams her £6,000, I think I could guarantee that you get your roller back good as new. But then, of course, it is brand new, isn't it?
What's the difference, Freddie? It's insured. Let him have it. You can get a new one. Shut up, John.
Yeah, shut up, John. You see, it takes 3 years to get a new roller, and Freddie knows that, don't you? So where are we? Mrs. Williams gets her £6,000 back, and you get your roller back. Otherwise, you don't. And there's nothing you or anybody else can do about it.
You know, I do hate having to say this, but you won't get away with it.
Oh, yes, I will. And I'm going to do you a favour. I'll give you a bit of advice. You see, there are winners and losers in this world. Now you're the one with the property, you're the one with the cash, you're the one with the roller, whether you say you own it or not. So you're the one who stands to lose. And me? I've got nothing. Fireproof. Here. Read that carefully. Take your time. It's your instructions.
don't worry, it's perfect. The keys. And this little chap connects the electric ignition. You got the money?
There's 1,000 in each packet. They're sealed at the bank. There's no need to count it.
It's a pleasure to do business with you.
How are you getting home?
Well, I thought you might give me a lift to the tube. Right!
Are you all right? Certainly. Off you go.
%12.5% of 6,000 quid.
750.
25 over 2.
Oh, it's 750.
Over... Yeah, 750. 375 quid each. That's fair, isn't it?
No, I'm not bothered. I did it for Jo. She can do what she likes with the money.
You mean you don't want to be the one who has to bring up the subject of rewards? That's all right, I don't mind. Jo's the kind of girl who appreciates someone who says what's on their mind. Unless you have some other arrangement with her? More personal?
No.
No?
No arrangements.
No?
No.
Oh, Jo.
Andy radioed the message to me. I was out at Luton, that's why I've been so long.
Here you go. 3.
You don't know what this means to me. Terry, I never thought...
Oh, don't be silly. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. Suddenly everything's different. Oh, Arthur, Terry, this is my boss, Andy.
Andy?
Not anymore. Now, what are you fellas drinking?
No, we're fine, thanks. Oh, you've just lost a driver.
That's right.
You don't have to count it. It's all there.
I know, but,
£200.
I know you didn't do it for the money. That's just for expenses, that's all. Well, I know you won't be offended. It's just a token of my appreciation.
No, I'm not offended. It's a really nice thought. Isn't it, Arthur?
Well, I must be going if you don't mind.
No, we have to call on my solicitor.
Yes, Andy's thinking of selling his share of the business to his partner, so, we're thinking of buying a little place in Mallorca.
Mallorca?
A bar with hotel accommodation.
This is my partner now, for want of a better word.
Oh, Terry, you've been marvellous. Thanks very
Well,
much.
good luck to both of you. Let's know how you get on.
And make sure you come and see us.
Bye-bye, Jo.
Our treat, of course.
Thanks. Can't thank
Cheers.
you enough.
Good luck.
Bye.
Thanks.
Don't bother, son. You've made a couple of hundred. Why don't you buy us a drink out of the winnings?
Excuse me, love. 2 vodkas and slimline tonic. 1 large one. 2 large ones. It's only money, isn't it?
£2. 500.
500 to you, sir.
Go on.
500. See the 5. Raise 2 grand.
2,000 more.
You don't believe my full house?
You want to call, you want lessons. Either way, it's going to cost you money.
I call.
Call the 2,000.
Now, for sure, I don't believe you. 3 ladies takes...
How you know?
Aces and 9s. They were dead. Don't you wash your cards? Deal me out. Thank you, gentlemen. And, ladies. 9,000, 10,000, 11,000. Oh, hello.
Mr. Michelson.
Thank you.
And 240.
Thank you.
Mr. Michelson, I do hope you appreciate my embarrassment.
I've won too much again.
Delighted for you, Mr. Michelson. But a few of the members are feeling a bit, well, it's a bit discouraging.
You get a lot of action. Good table money for the places?
But they tend not to come back, Mr. Michelson. I mean, let's face it, you are a professional and a very good one, and I think you know what I'm going to say.
But
At all, Mr. Delighted for you to take part in the activities of the club. Not a question of being barred. Not in this establishment. We simply prefer that you do not use the poker one.
So I'm barred?
I did not use that. Try blackjack. Roulette.
That way you've got the edge. Playing poker, I've got the edge.
Then I shall repeat. I'm very sorry, Mr.
Well, I'm very sorry you're very sorry. Maybe 6 months' time, eh?
Possibly, Mr.
Good night.
Good night, Mr.
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Morris.
Brighter?
Yeah, terrific, thanks.
What's the geezer's name of the bar?
Dave.
You all right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I wouldn't mind.
Dave, do you do a margarita cocktail?
I do a gin and tonic cocktail, a whiskey and dry ginger cocktail, a Bacardi and Coke with ice and a twist of lemon. And that's your lot.
Give us a lager. A nice continental lager.
Lager connoisseur, eh? Never having a night ale.
What are you doing? What'd you do that for?
Eh?
Well, he's got to be looking for a 9, hasn't he?
Well, how should I know?
Well, I've just seen 6 cards go down. You must know what you've got in your own hand. That accounts for another 3 cards. There's only 4 possible cards he could want.
Finished.
Well, of course he is. You just give him the 9.
Oh, don't go potting, Morris. We're only playing for a penny a point.
Penny, deal me in.
41.
Deal him in. A Maverick of Hendon Central, no thanks.
So you lose a few quid. Just think of the experience you're gaining. 41. Sandpaper, this is...
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Ah, don't start, Morris. All that pick card. Still winning?
Winning. 11 grand I dropped the other night.
Yeah?
Cincinnati Kid must have been in town.
I was mugged. Biggest win I've had in months.
Oh, no wonder people are always going on about law and order.
Arthur, that is the good news.
Yeah?
Barred from the Beaumont.
Joking.
And the Intercontinental, and the Royal. They're taking away my living.
Well, couldn't you claim for redundancy pay?
It's not funny. It's like a doctor being struck off.
One nice continental lager.
Cheers, Dave. How about yourself?
So I'll have a Bloody Mary.
Oh, good.
Don't care.
No, I mean, come on, be fair. A professional man is deprived of his living because he is too good. Is that right? That's what I come to see you with.
Well, yes, I do know a few of the people who run these places. I could have a word with,
Who? Who could you have a word with? Nobody. Don't give me all that. What I've come to see you about is I need Terry.
Excuse me? Why don't you come and see Terry if you need Terry?
Well, it's no offence, Tal. I mean, it's a business proposition.
Absolutely right. The man has come to see me about seeing you.
Oh, see? No, I'm sorry. Sorry, a bit out of order there. He's coming to see you about seeing me. Got it. What is it then? Find the lady down Oxford Street?
Greeks. Big game. Camden Town.
I thought it'd be a nice little trip to Monte Carlo.
Don't knock it. It's a big game. Cash. Listen. 3 kebab houses changed hands over one deal there last week.
Be handy, wouldn't it? You'd end up with a kosher kebab house.
Aren't you? Rough game. Rough people, but not all that clever. So I'm odds on to walk away with it.
Why?
Why?
Terry, he's the best.
No question. Number 1. The man. So I walk out a winner, but the only question is, do I get back to Hendon with all the winning?
Definitely. Because Terry is going to sit up with you all night and ride shotgun all the way home.
Is he?
Well, of course he is. I mean, there's got to be... Well, how much in it for you?
Morris. Terry, time you got to drink it. Morris and me will discuss the business. Yeah, apart from anything else, it's going to be entertainment, isn't it?
I'll get a drink.
Michelson, Morris Michelson.
Mrs. Ardenidis.
Mr. Michelson.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? I hear you're a very good player. We have reserved a special place for you. You have a preference?
What about next to the dealer?
Certainly, of course. A brave player, that's what we like. Now, this is Mr. Doxiadis.
Hello.
George, he'll make nice suits for you.
Hello.
Christophoros?
Just Chris.
This is Nick, our dealer. Your friend also wishes to play?
Just a spectator.
Ah, well, we don't like him to wander around the table.
What about your friend here?
Oh, this is Andy, a friend of Mr. Doxiadis. He always...
Oh, I see. He always sits.
Your friend can drink at the bar. Now, what is your game, Mr. Mike?
5 card start. No jokers. No leaders and bleeders. No whole card wild, just straight stud poker.
Good. Like the Cowboys play.
All the way from Kansas City to Camden Town.
Beautiful. We play table stakes, no limit, £10 ante, and the house takes 5% out of every pot. Nick, would you like to call the table?
Mr. Doxiadis plays caller pass. George is 1,000 and 1,000 behind. Chris, the same. Mr. Zardanides, 2,000 table, 2,000 behind. So, for you, Mr. Mike.
$2,000 of plastic. And I'll play another 2 behind.
Hello.
Just like watching.
Well, no, sometimes I like doing as well. How about you?
Only working.
Oh. Well, in that case, what's Greek for light ale?
Pair of aces to speak.
500.
Τι κάνει αυτός?
Come on, let's keep it in English, shall we?
Mr. Doxiadis doesn't understand English.
He understands 5 red chips, doesn't he?
Θέλω να αυξήσω 1,000 λίρες.
He wants to raise you. Just let him shove the chips in. I'm not colourblind. And I raise 1,500.
Promise. Mr. Doxiadis says he calls.
Check.
Suddenly he speaks English. Look, you got it, you bet it. I'm not going to bend to two pairs, am I, Mr. Peroxide?
Doxiadis. The name is Doxiadis.
Right. Doxiadis. I check. So it's a showdown. You pulled a full house. King's on top. I'm betting 3 aces. He raises me. Then he actually calls my re-raise.
I feel lucky. Mr. Doxiadis says...
Yeah. I understand him when he speaks English.
He won the money, Morris.
Well... Didn't he just? Give me another £2 grand.
Not doing all that well, your pal, is he?
No, neither am I. See, I would have thought by now I'd have arranged to meet you somewhere tomorrow night.
You don't say things like that to Greek girls.
What don't you say to Greek girls?
Nothing, apparently.
This is my boyfriend, Harry.
Harry?
No, Harry. Harry. It's a Greek name.
What, like a good old-fashioned Cockney Harry?
That's right. You ain't got a H in it.
That's handy. I mean, handy. Yeah, they're funny, those H's, aren't they? Now, my old mum, she always used to call Anthony Eden Anthony Eden.
Who?
Prime Minister. Used to wear a black hat. A Homburg. Good, isn't it?
Very nice to speak.
100. Cool.
Mr. Doxiadis calls.
In. Pair of aces. Pair of jacks. Straightening. No help. Price of poker is going up, gentlemen. 400.
Mr. Doxiadis calls. Why not?
Too expensive.
Tray, no help. 4, no help. Straightening.
$600.
Call. And rich. How much you got there, Morris?
1200.
Nothing behind? I'll set you.
3 jacks on the table and you called £400 bet. Then you hit the case jack, you spent all that trying to fill an inside straight. God.
And I've made it.
Wow. Last card, Louis, eh? I mean, what's going on here?
What are you saying, Mr. Michelson?
Look at a 5-year-old wouldn't play poker like that and expect to win.
Are you saying it's crooked or something?
I'm just saying I've seen...
All Morris is saying is you win a few, you lose a few.
Are you saying we're cheating in this, my own personal club?
I'm just saying I'm
You're
playing...
not saying anything, shut up. Look, you got the dough. No sweat, okay?
You here to look after him?
Well, yeah, but 5 to 1, I don't fancy the odds. We're not all mug punters, are we?
I told you, it's Ben. It's not all that difficult. Dealing seconds, they call it. Look. King. On top. You deal. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want a king? There it is. All you need in poker. An edge, you do it 3 or 4 times in a night when there's a few really nice pots, you win.
Well, how come you kept on playing then?
It's hard to spot. There's other people losing. Like that little geezer, what's his name? George. You get a punter like that, you don't need it, she. Probably drops a bund every week, he's a bad player. The only time I was certain was on that last big hand. Eh? Well, that had to be better. There's something nice about Hendon this time of the day.
Must be the sun coming up over Winchmore Hill.
Play?
Well, I know where they're supposed to go. Geezer taught me in Chelmsford.
Do you want a game?
Well, I'm not all that good.
Tell you what, I'll give you a pawn and a bishop and it's £100 a 20.
Bit tasty, are you?
No. Come on. I'll give you 2 pawns and a bishop and it's £200 a 50.
Morris, I've just seen you drop 6 grand. And now you want to hustle me out of 50 quid. What's going on?
Yeah, so.
You're skint, aren't you? So what's all this then? Just front?
Notice anything missing?
Well, it's 7:45 and I don't see any Jewish princess. Also, I don't hear the tiny pitter-patter of little Clark's sandals.
Left me. Why can't I be a wholesale tobacconist like her father? Bought her another house. Now she wants the kids to go to Millfield.
That's a horse, innit?
Millford. Millford is the horse, Millfield is the school, specialises in sport. Suddenly she wants my son to be the Jewish Nastasi and the girl's going to be Chrissy Everett. I mean, they're lovely kids, but don't button them for Wimbledon.
I thought you were the big winner.
Mug for 11 grand the other night, dropped 6 tonight. Come on. I mean, when you're a pro, you mustn't be greedy. I settle for 700, 800 a week. Sometimes it's hard to get a bit of action. Meanwhile, Maureen is murdering me. Take. Can't pay Arthur, it's 300.
300?
I mean, he'll wait a few days.
Oh, yeah. 300, eh? You could always sell a painting.
They're prints. The frames are worth more than the pictures.
I thought you were an art lover.
I'm a frame lover. Like you said. All front.
Hello, sweetheart. Who gave you the love bite?
What do you think?
He must really like you. They all in there?
Yeah, I don't think you're very welcome.
Don't be silly. Last time I came here, all they did was pick up money.
Look, don't make trouble. Harry always carries a 9.
You deserve better than that, you know. Cheers. Do relax, Harry. I've come here on a mission of goodwill.
What do you want?
Well, I wouldn't say no to a cup of coffee. Turkish.
Greek.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, my mistake. Excuse me. Look, Morris was out of order the other night. He wants to win his money back.
What? You coming around team-handed?
Harry, this isn't a war. The man lost, he don't like losing.
He accuses us of cheating.
Yeah, well, that was just the heat of the moment. When you're a gambler, you know what it's like. Good player, bad loser.
So he sends you to apologize.
If you like, yeah. Look, it's like a betting shop, innit? The odds-on favourite goes down and all the punters start screaming that it's got to be bent. 5 minutes later, they're back in, filling out their betting slips. Now, with Morris, you're not only talking about money. Question of pride.
Fair enough, Fedo. So, he thinks he's a winner, eh?
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming here like a man. So, okay, you tell Morris, same time, same place, same game.
Same cards.
Who knows, Terry? That's the luck of the draw.
Cheers.
Look here, if you can afford to play, you can afford to pay. Otherwise, Terry has a quiet night in front of his telly.
I said I'm playing. I haven't said I've got the stake yet. But where are you going to get it? What your conscience?
Very good.
How about a 1977 Lotus Eclat? Never raced or rallied. One careful owner. Genuine 21,000 miles on the clock. Good music. Faultlessly maintained. Genuine reason for sale.
Oh, as it happens, I may be able to help.
Cash.
Ah.
The banks are still open.
Now, you see, the trouble with this, it's a specialist motor. I mean, price-wise, they just fall out of bed.
Forget it. I'll go to a dealer.
What do you want a dealer for? I got the book. Lotus Eclat.
S registration.
Yes. What are you asking?
$7 grand.
7? You're joking. It's under 5 in the book.
Show me.
Where?
The book is confidential. For the trade only. I can't flash the book around. I get this from a very special contact. I should say 4.5. Hey, you've had a smash there.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's where me head hit it the night I was done over.
It's still a flaw.
You say 5?
Yeah, I'm being a fool to myself.
I'll take your 5, but there's one condition.
Yeah?
I come back to you before midday tomorrow and I give you 5, 2, and the motor is mine again.
Yeah, what sort of a deal is that?
It's a steal, that's what.
I don't come back tomorrow, you got yourself a motor. I do come back, you've earned yourself 200 quid just for parking it overnight.
Midday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Registration book. Keys. Morris, you got yourself a stake.
The thing is, Arthur, you said you'd get me a nice, clean 4-year-old Capri.
Yeah, I will, Dave, I will. But I mean, a Lotus Eclat. I thought as a personal friend, you like first refusal. See, with a motor like this, you get a bit of respect.
Yeah. I've heard they just fall out of bed price-wise.
You've heard what? Specialist motor like this? Look, if you're talking about inflation, a set of wheels like this is an investment. In 2 years' time, you'll be making money. I mean, the stereo's better than the one you got in the club.
Yeah, that Flash Morris. You imagine how he must have come.
Morris? There's nothing to do with Morris. It's a second car. Bought it for his missus. What does she use it for? Hendon to Harrods and back again. I'm not kidding, Dave. 7.5 in the book. To you, 6,990, and I won't even be getting a drink out of it.
6 how much?
Well, forget the odd 90. We won't say nothing about delivery charges.
Forget the delivery, Arthur. It's out of my league, honest.
Oh, dear. Try to do a favour. Hey, look, have you thought of consulting the missus? They love a motor like this.
She wants a caravan.
Ah, well, funny there, I might be able to help you. Look, I've got a friend who's got a clean Dormobile, P registration. He's had a stroke, so it's not even running.
For a nice, clean 4-year-old Capri.
Excuse me, you got the timing?
What's that?
You let Arthur have you right over on that car deal.
You reckon?
Yeah, according to the evening papers.
He's only got it for the night.
Oh, yeah.
I feel good. Slept like a baby for 3 hours. Dealt a few hands. Had a nice light supper. Scrambled eggs, smoked salmon, a few glasses of Chablis. Feel like a winner.
You said that last time. Morris, the game is crooked.
Only on a few big hands. I've told you. Don't let me win a few tonight. Don't worry. I'm gonna have an edge.
How?
Watch me.
No hard feeling, Morris. How much you want to play tonight?
5 grand. On the table.
Ah, I think Morris is out for revenge. A big open game, eh?
Could be. Let's go, Nick.
Hello, Harry. Aces over wins.
Raise 4.
I'll keep you honest.
Top straight.
Pair of queens. Possible flush. No help. Queens to bet.
Check.
Check. $300.
Fold.
Two pairs. Aces up. Two pairs. Tens up. Flushing. Aces and nines to speak.
Check.
$500.
Fold.
With a raise. Another 1,000.
And another 1,000.
Call. Ah. Come on. What about now?
Call.
Fold. Aces out.
I read you for the nines over.
Brave call.
He's having a bit of luck, your mate.
Oh, I don't know, Harry. According to Morris, it's a game of skill.
You are a big winner, Morris, eh?
Big. I'm up about $3 grand. Long way to go. Keep 'em low, Nick. Saw that card.
I don't want it.
Do I burn it?
It's a misdeal. Shuffle, cut, and deal again. That's how it's rule, isn't it?
Well, I don't think.
Συμφωνώ. Πρέπει να αρχίσει από την αρχή.
Yes, Mr. Doxiadis agrees. New deal.
Okay. Gentlemen. King to bet.
20.
Call.
Gone.
In. Fold.
Straight flushing. Straightening. No help. Ace 9. Sorry. Ace queen to bet.
In.
Make it 3.
Straight flushing still. No help. Very nice. Very nice to bet.
$400.
call.
Straight flushing, still. 3 9s.
Looks nice, Morris. It's gotta be a grand.
Looks beautiful. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I've got to do
Hey, just a minute. Don't
Morris.
mess around with that, Nick.
What do you mean?
I mean, don't mess around with it. Leave it alone. The deal is over. You're making me nervous.
Leave the cards, Nick.
I've got to do it, Morris. What have you left there? 4 grand?
Yeah.
Well, that's the raise then.
You are cool.
Sorry. I got 4 of them.
You just came second, Chris. You're probably very lucky in love. So,
Stella, give us a brandy. You want a drink, Harry?
£17,000, Morris. And you only started out with 5 grand. We never had a bigger winner.
well, Nick, those are nice. There you go, son. Can we get a cab round here?
Oh, sure. Harry, cab for Mr. Michelson.
Okay. You haven't got a carrier bag we can borrow, have you? You a minicab?
Yes.
Hathaway Drive, Hendon, old son.
Do you know where it is?
Okay, no English.
Θεό, πάρ' στο σπίτι του Αλεξάνδρου. Αν έχεις φασαρία, πάρε μας τηλέφωνο.
Okay, κατάλαβα, αλλά δεν νομίζω να μου φέρουν κανένα πρόβλημα αυτοί.
Morris, you just made the first bum call of the evening. Oi! We wanted to go to Hendon, not King's Cross.
Yeah, Hendon.
But which way are you going then?
No English.
Right, Zorba. You're either going to get throttled or nicked. This way, we'll all go to hospital together, don't we, Zorba?
Άσε με! Δεν μπορώ να δω. Να μας σκοτώσεις! Είσαι βλάκας!
You're all right, mate.
Don't tip him. Just
Squeak against squeak! That one's for Stella.
Morris? Hello, Tom. Oh, there, what is it, ribs?
Yeah, I done my foot. How about you?
No, just stand, it's all right. How'd you feel?
Ace. I've got 6-4 with the doctor. I'll be out of this lot inside of 10 days.
Tell you what, if you decide to play patience, you might need one of these.
Andy.
Do you want to tell me anything?
I tell you. All a good poker player needs an edge.
What, up your sleeve?
Don't make me laugh. My ribs are killing me.
Look, come on in. Oh no, how'd you manage it?
You remember the first time we went down?
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, I noticed the make of cards they were using. Went out, bought a few decks, stashed the aces in my pockets.
Do you mean to tell me when we walked into that club, you had pocketfuls of aces? You were taking a bit of a chance, weren't you?
Well, I only used them 5 times.
5?
I didn't want to be greedy. Notice I won 3 nice pots with aces up when I was supposed to be set. I think it was being tumbled by the last big hand. He dealt me a flush. Now, the second round of betting, there were 2 aces on the table. Wow. Hey, anybody who paired with an ace of spades in the hole was going to stick around for one more bet. And when they didn't, I knew it was still in the pack. In front of me.
No.
I shoved my own ace into my own hand. Give myself a royal.
Got it. And that's why you threw all your cards on the table so quickly after you'd won.
Right. Held onto the ace, threw the other ones into the pack, so even if Nick had a quick count-up, he wasn't going to come across another ace. Yeah, the rest of that driver?
No. He's in the ward next door. No, I told the old Bill it wasn't his fault somebody else carved him up.
You got a big heart, Tel.
Leave it out. You took 12 grand off his pals. I thought we'd done enough damage for one night. Mind your ribs. I'll tell you what, I'll pop in tomorrow, bring you some grapes.
Cheers. Won't forget it. Yeah, Tel, bring Arthur with you. I'll square him up.
Yeah, I'll be seeing him later. Your motor!
Tel, where's my clothes? Me clothes! Nurse!
All right. No,
nurse!
Get me clothes, Tel! Nurse! I'll find a nurse, all right?
One owner motor. I'm sure we could have gone for 8,250.
Now, be fair, it is my trade.
Arthur, you're taking a right liberty, you know that. Oh, a double liberty.
12 o'clock, the man said.
Well, it's only just gone, isn't it?
22 minutes past.
You're fast.
12:22 and 48 seconds, Greenwich Mean Time. And I can tell you the time in New Delhi on this piece.
You may notice we had a bit of trouble.
Look, we did a deal. We touched hands.
I'll leave it out.
Look, in business, I go by the book.
You know what you are, don't you?
Huh? What?
On your own.
Since when?
Since 12:22 and however many seconds it says on your quartz intercontinental barometer and timepiece.
Hello, Arthur. Hello, Morris. Norman, you got the 7 and the 5 in the wrong places. Had a bit of luck?
Yeah. Good night. Hang on to those, will you? Yeah, I've got the bread for you. Now, there's £5 I owe you. That's 2 of it. There's the other 3. Oh, and there's 200 for the overnight parking. And that's 3 from the other night. I'm gonna have to sit down a minute.
You've forgotten something.
What?
Last night.
Oh, no. Paid till already.
Oh.
Don't worry, you'll get yours.
I'm not worried. Of course I'm not worried. You're all right. You want anything? Glass of water? No. All this gambling lark. You're going to give it up now?
Arthur. I'm a winner.
You can't always be a winner, my lad.
You want to bet? Cheers, Tal.
I wouldn't lay odds on that, Arthur. You see, Morris always has an edge.
Yeah. What did he pay you for last night?
Yeah. What you doing? That's my car.
Yeah?
Yeah. The way I see it, pal, it was your car.
Oh, that's charming, isn't it, eh? Fuck, it's an industrial dispute.
The man said, go and get the car. All right?
Yeah, well, so I don't let you take it.
It'd be very silly, Joe.
Needs a bit of choke first thing.
Oh, yeah?
Oh. And you've got to sort of, blip the accelerator.
I see.
Full of rust anyhow.
Yeah, it's not all that, is it?
Oh, no, don't do that. Not when it's cold.
Why don't you let the other geezer worry about that?
Well, how am I going to get to work then?
I don't know. How far is it?
Park Royal.
Come on in, jump in. I'll drop you at the tube.
Morning, Mr. Mukherjee. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
They tried to wreck my shop, Mr. Daly.
Hooligans. Got my papers, Mr. M? Whoops. Oh, you'll have to start a new line in broken biscuits.
They have been threatening me all week.
Who? Yeah, they didn't have a go at my Panatellas, did they?
I don't exactly know who.
Local lads?
I don't know.
Kids?
They said they would be back.
Did they? Well, you'll be needing help then, won't you?
Oh, no police.
Oh, why's that?
I don't think it is a matter for police.
No, but I mean you'll need looking after, won't you? Protection. Mr. Mukherjee, that's a very naughty word. People could misconstrue that. No, what I'm saying is, if you have a face about the place, you don't get any aggravation, do you?
Ah. But, Baba, this will cost me money.
Well, naturally. I mean, I put my man in here. 300, you'll be well looked after.
£300?
Well, I'm not talking about your patties, am I?
£300?
You'll get the best. My boy Terry, ex-boxing champion. Bouncer at the Lyceum Ballroom. What more could you ask for?
What's up? Have you gone mad or something?
Nah, he's temperamental. Like with Terry, you're dealing with an artist.
What is he then, a minder or Shirley Bassey?
Hey, Terry! Yeah, see you, Norman.
Thanks, Arthur. You've done me a right favour.
Yeah, fine.
All right.
Yeah, right. What's all that about?
Just don't ever get me another job like that.
You have a go at you?
He's a vacuum cleaner assembly worker at Park Royal. What's he going to do? Hit me over the head with a suction hose attachment?
Hang on. Look. There you are. Double score, all right?
How much he give you?
Well, he didn't give me that lot, did he? I've always got a nice wad on me, haven't I?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? Geezer buys a car, doesn't pay for it, he loses a car. That's reasonable, isn't it?
They've been on strike.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Doing the economy in and all.
It was official.
Even better. Strike pay, bit of social security. What's he got now? Mercedes?
I don't know. Just don't get me any more jobs like that. Or down the Lonsdale.
What's wrong with that place? A nice boozer.
Oh, nice, yeah. 3 fights last week.
They were having a go at the group, weren't they? That's not nice, is it?
Did you hear that group? Listen, there's a mate of mine who's just finishing a 10 on the moor for doing less damage than their drummer. No, I'm not kidding, Arthur. I'm thinking of packing it all in.
Terry. I understand your feelings, Terry.
Do you?
Yes, I do. And I absolutely agree with you. Not a nice job at all. But it was an earner. That's all that matters. I mean, I only have your interests at heart. Well, haven't I always got your jobs?
Well, yeah.
Seeing you're all right?
Yeah.
Nice little flat?
Yeah.
One more job.
No.
All right, Terry, all right. I will go over there and tell them that Mr. McCann has let them down.
I've let them down?
Yes, you. Nice little Indian and his family. I've got to get a drink in.
You buying?
What, first round?
Never.
You do what you're good at. Everybody knows that. It's called aptitude. Now, you have an aptitude for knocking blokes out on the cobbles. To each his own, Terry.
It's not a proper job, is it?
What else could you do?
I don't know. Computers.
Do what?
Computers. They're always advertising, aren't they?
Terry, son, you can't even work a pocket calculator.
Of course I can.
You wouldn't know where to put the decimal point.
Well, I could bloody well learn, couldn't I? I'm not stupid, am I? Thanks, Arthur. Thanks a lot. So that's it then, is it? Hired muscle. Stand at the doors of clubs and discos. My mum thinks I'm a chauffeur.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would you like a drink with the governor?
Oh, that's very noble of him. I'll have a large vodka and slimline. Oh, and lager for Terry.
No, hold on. I'll have a large vodka and slimline too. Cheers.
Thanks, Harry. Perks and all. See, Terry, I'm respected. We look after each other, we can't go wrong. Computer. How do I know who they are? Hooligans, kids. They're giving an Indian newsagent a hard time. They're not exactly Lucky Luciano, are they? Sit about the place. Be very interesting. It's paying well.
How well?
120 sobs in your hand. He's expecting you. I've got to slip over to Finsbury Park, see Charlie Francis.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's got in with some insurance assessor. He's trying to shift 50 frost-damaged Italian refrigerators.
Frost-damaged?
Yeah. I don't know. Must have had a bad winter out there. See you, Terry.
Yeah. Ta-da. Yeah, is Mr. Mukherjee about?
What are you? Traveller?
Traveller? Yeah, Christmas novelties. Oh, could you tell him Terry's here? Friend of Arthur Daly's.
Oh, you've come to look after us, haven't you? Come to protect us?
Oh, I don't know yet. Who are you?
His daughter, Indira. Name's soppy Indian names.
Well, it's better than Sabu.
Here, do you think they'll come back again?
I don't even know who they are.
Well, one of them's a real... This is Terry, Mr. Daly's friend.
Hello.
You go to your room.
Ta-ra, Terry.
Yeah, ta-ra.
What was she saying to you?
No, No, nothing. We were just chatting.
Ah, but you must not talk with her. She has already spoken for. She has promised to be married.
I wasn't proposing. We just said hello.
Oh, yes. I know what hello means with you fellas. So, you're a champion boxer?
Well, not exactly a champion. No, I had a good few fights. So.
Not a champion?
Look, as far as I understand it, it's just kids, isn't it? Kids. You don't really need a Sonny Liston for that, do you?
Yes, kids.
How many of them?
2 or 3.
This will be all right behind the Economist, won't it? All right then, Mr. Mukherjee. What's the strength? I mean, look, if we're going to fight shoulder to shoulder, at least I ought to know what the war's about.
No war?
Well, what they want then? Money? How much?
None of your business.
What I'm trying to get at is, do you owe them money, or are they demanding money? You owe. How much?
Look, I don't want to discuss this with you. If I fight them, what happens? I'm accused of starting a bloody race riot.
I suppose it's never occurred to you to do something really dramatic, like pay what you owe.
How? How much do you think I earn here? What is the profit margin on half an ounce of old Holborn? Anyway, they want more than money.
Like what?
My daughter.
How do you mean?
They want to bring somebody here illegally.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
And they want my promise that she will be this person's bride.
And so what's the problem? You people do that, don't you?
Arey Baba, she's promised to my second cousin.
Oh, my good God. You don't need me. You need the marriage guidance people.
I do need you, believe me.
Why?
Because they just came back.
Who is he?
Amar Bondhu. He's a friend of mine.
ये लड़का कौन है और यहाँ पर क्या कर रहा है?
बता ना, हमार बंधु।
मैं आपसे लदगी में बात करना चाहता हूँ, जरा अंदर चलिए।
हाँ, तो चलिए हमारे कमरे में। आप this way, please. After you, we go. इधर through this way, only. After you, please. Up.
मैं आपसे लदगी में बात करना
Health and strength's down the other end.
Who are you? The delivery boy?
Yeah, sometimes when he's a bit short-handed.
He was a bit short-handed last night, wasn't he? Didn't notice you around then.
Oh, dear. Oh, did you do all that damage? God, I bet Mr. Mukherjee was terrified. Mind you, a big boy like you. Terrify anyone, wouldn't you?
Hey, I know you from somewhere, don't I?
I don't think so.
Got it. The Scrubs.
The Scrubs? No, not me, pal. Unless you mean... Well...
What?
Well, I go jogging there now and again.
Overrated, that jogging.
Is it?
Working out, I mean, in the gym. Different grade, isn't it?
Yeah, those steroids, though, don't do you a lot of good, do they? End up looking like a Russian discus thrower.
What's wrong with that?
You ever seen any of those birds?
You? I have no clue.
Yeah, but he pays my wages, see. And I'm like one of those very old-fashioned English workmen, loyal to their government.
सिर्फ कल तक।
See your muscles?
Where are you going?
Out.
I forbid you to leave.
Tough. You'd better get him to tell you the full strength of all this. You're going to be in real trouble.
You be quiet. Terry, you please stop her from going.
Well, what's he going to do? Knock me out?
Just don't stand there. Go after her. Please stop her.
All right.
Hey. Dearer.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Here, just a minute.
No, not now, pal, I'm busy.
Never mind, busy, I want to talk to you. Now, what do you want? Look, I've just been down to Law Centre, haven't I, eh? You had no right to do what you done this morning.
Who says?
It's a Consumer Protection Act, innit, eh? I could have you nicked.
No, not me. The bloke who owns the car.
Look, I own the car, that is the whole point, innit?
Oi!
Oh, yeah? They got away from you, did they? Yeah, well, good luck to them, I say.
I'm going right off you, pal.
Yeah? What you going to do about it, then?
Nothing. So that makes it a very lucky day for one of us, doesn't it?
Breaking and entering? There's something wrong with your lock.
There was nearly something wrong with your nose. The catch is... Listen, what are you doing with the key to my flat?
Your flat? Who obtained this desirable bachelor residence for you? I pay key money, I'm entitled to have a key.
Oh, certainly. Well, I'm getting that lock changed tomorrow.
Cop hold of that for us.
What is it?
The fridge, old son. The latest in Italian-manufactured mini-fridges.
I've got a fridge.
Ah, but think of all the people who haven't. Think of the countless millions who cannot make a decent Bacardi and Coke for want of a few ice cubes. Oh, well, you better put a woolly on. I've got another 19 of those outside in a van.
Arthur, this ain't a bleeding warehouse.
No, temporary storage.
And you can put that out as well. Don't want any of that, I've just woken up.
Ooh.
Anyway, what's wrong with your gaff?
Decorators are hardly out. Regency stripe in the hall. They look lovely, wouldn't they?
Oh.
I'd bring some fellas back from the lodge for a drink.
Oh, yeah, we mustn't ruin the Regency stripe, must we?
What you doing?
It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to bed. You can close the front door on the way out.
Terry, the mini-fridges.
Arthur, I don't even know anybody who wants one.
Your mother?
No. She's got a big jumbo-sized fridge from the co-op, who deliver in daylight hours.
Caravan dwellers down at Shepherd. Telegraph readers with holiday homes in North Wales.
Arthur, you manage that one. You bring the rest up.
Terry, you're young, fit.
I've also got an early start with Gunga Din.
5 little minutes. Hello. Got my papers?
Listen, before you go on,
Tell him that I'm not a delivery boy. No way am I delivering papers, all right?
Well, the delivery boy did not turn up this morning.
Tell him, Arthur.
Well, I think Terry's got a fair point there, Mr. Mukherjee.
Too right he has.
Very well, no deliveries. It costs me money.
I don't mind marking them up for you.
You look well behind there, Terry. Straight up. You look right for the part. When you get older, they'll suit you down to the ground, the newsagents. And you're learning something.
As true as it happens, I'm learning something very interesting.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll just have my usual. And a packet of Panatellas.
How much is that?
Da. Silly boy.
Don't you have to pay, Mr. Mukherjee?
Mukherjee. Mr. Mukherjee and me are old friends, Terry.
Good. Well, maybe you can get him to tell you a bit more about this other business.
What?
Well, your friend, Mr. Mukherjee, is not being exactly forthcoming.
I have told you enough.
All right, then. I'll just have to ask your daughter. She seems about ready to give me the full SB. Well?
Indra did not return home last night. Maybe they have taken her from me.
What, you mean kidnapped her? No, they wouldn't do that, course not.
Why?
Well, don't know really. Maybe they would.
No, look, wait a minute. Look, you owe a fella some money, a private debt. That's one thing. But kidnapping, that's something else. I mean, they're not stupid, are they? They know the police would have to be told.
Yes, but how can I go to police? I don't even know whether I'm allowed in this country.
Surely.
I think I am. I've been here 20 years.
Well, that's all right then. They just check up on your name and you're all right.
Yes, but which name?
Eh?
One is so frightened of being deported. I have given so many names in the past. But if I go to the police, I will have to tell them everything, explain about my daughter. And, you have met Indra. She is a Londoner. She is bloody Cockney.
Well, that'd be all right, wouldn't it?
My only consolation is that her dear mother did not live to share in my misfortune.
Oh, hey. Look, if they had kidnapped her, they would have been in touch by now, wouldn't they? Demanding ransom and all that. They haven't, have they?
No.
Well, there's not much I can do. I'll see you, Terry. Keep smiling, Mr. Mukherjee.
Just dropped in to pay for the life.
Yeah. There's no change again, mate.
Got today's?
Yes, over there.
They come in tomorrow then, eh?
Yeah, okay, pal.
Wait a minute. I'll give you change.
Lovely mushroom, lovely pear. Okay.
How much are they?
10p each, love.
Bloody expensive.
No, I'm on my way now. Ta-ra. How many of them?
I don't know, I only saw the one. You dive in and take him unawares. It's down there.
What'll you be doing?
Well, I'll be on the corner having a drink.
They're not even open yet.
Well, I'll be having a cup of tea on the corner. I mean, you want someone outside as lookout, don't you? Look, down there, over the wall, round the back, in the basement. All right?
Thanks a bunch, Arthur.
What the hell you want?
Well, nothing really. Look, what are you doing here?
Run away, haven't I?
Who's he?
My boyfriend, Kev.
Hello? Hello. Your dad's worried about you.
Oh, is he? Kev, make some instant.
This your drum, then? Yeah. I'm building a room divider. Oh, nice, yeah. Of course, on the other hand, open plan is all to go, isn't it?
Is it?
Your old man thought you'd been kidnapped.
Flaming wonder I haven't.
But just because he promised you to someone.
And took the bride money. And took some more bride money from his second cousin's family. Promised me to about 6 other families as well. That's how he got the money to buy his shop.
Oh, that's charming, isn't it?
Look, Mr. Aslam's only acting for everybody else who got taken. Plus, he got taken for the most.
Look, why not make it easier for everybody and marry one of them?
Because I don't want a bleeding rice picker from Bengal. I love Kev. I think Kev's wonderful.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can see the attraction.
He dances just like John Travolta.
Shame he don't look like him.
He's...
We was going to move in with me mum, but she wouldn't have it on account of her being coloured. Who, your mum? She don't mind living among them, but she draws a line at having one in the house.
Terry. You won't tell him where I am, will you?
Tyler.
Thank you, sir.
She loves the geezer.
Yeah, but what about the thumping I see through the window?
He's building a room divider.
You'll have to tell Mukherjee.
Wrong, I do not have to tell Mukherjee. And he's the villain of the piece, isn't he? Straight, no questions.
Terry, these people, they do that sort of thing. They promise their daughters. I mean, it's not like being in the C of E.
But he's had them all over, half the bloody Indians in Southall. He's lined his daughter up for more marriages than Elizabeth Taylor, and she don't want it. She wants Kev.
What's he like?
QPR supporter.
Well, come on, there must be a bit more to him than that.
Not a lot.
Hello, London Airport? I wish to speak to the immigration department. Yes, the people who handle illegal entry.
Immigration.
Good morning. I wish to report an illegal entry into this country.
Who's speaking, sir?
Who's speaking? Well, this is Mr. Chaudhry, a very well-respected citizen of this country for many years. Have been serving loyally the Crown for many years as a member of the Bengal Lancers, with a fine commanding officer who is still living in East Molesley. Now, I cannot abide these illegal immigrant people, you know, coming here for social security and things like that.
Look, sir,
You know,
what exactly?
Flight AI-129.
Yes.
Now, I happen to know that there is a person on this flight with illegal documents. You know? Now, have you got a pencil ready?
Yes.
What? Yes. The family name is Aslam.
Aslam.
Aslam. A-S-L-A-M. Now, this fellow is a scoundrel. You know? Probably smuggling things as well.
Yes, I've got that, sir. Aslam.
Yeah.
Now, if you would just give me a few particulars about yourself.
Oh, thank you. Goodbye. Look, my second cousin.
On the whole, I prefer Kev.
Next, please. I think we have a little bit of confusion here, sir.
Confusion?
Yes, almost to the point of total incomprehensibility. Do you mind just waiting in there for a few moments?
This is my nephew.
Oh, nice. Chris Wilson.
I wonder what the SP on him is.
Very naughty boy.
Do you know him?
I know them all, Terry. Highest and the lowest. Charlie Knight's firm. Got away with attempted murder a couple of years ago.
Well, he's not all that terrific then, is he? If it's only attempted murder.
Yeah, but he might try again, and this time he might succeed.
Oh, hello. Have a look.
Oh.
They have refused him entrance. We must go back on the next plane.
What about Aslam's bridegroom of the week?
The same.
You'll be getting a visit from the immigration authorities, won't you?
But how am I to know they've changed the law? But I've given so many names in the past that they won't know who the hell they are looking for. When it comes to it, I can be as crafty as an old Bengal tiger.
I only hope you can fight like one, too.
It is the law of the land, Aslam Shah. What can I do?
Mukherjee, you owe me money. Me. You have till tomorrow night. I'm very sorry for you two gentlemen.
Yeah, me and all.
Oh, a failed murderer. I'm bloody terrified.
Till tomorrow night. Let's go.
What can they do to me? I mean, what can they do? The immigration people say no, so what can they do? They tried to wreck my shop once, they'll try to wreck again. But what else can they do?
They could try killing you.
Me? For a few £1,000? Not a chance. Besides, I have protection.
You had protection.
But you're my friend.
Yes, as the man said, a friend in need.
Exactly, Terence. But who needs a friend like that?
Say, I know this girl, and her sister's got a caravan down by Canvey Islands.
Oh, great. It's all oil refineries down here.
I don't care.
Well, I do. You elope somewhere nice. You know. Torquay. Well, somewhere. And that Terry, he's bound to find you sooner or later, isn't he?
Why? He hasn't told me Dad yet, otherwise he'd been down.
Well, the others then. They're all going to be after us.
I'm only going to marry you, Kev. I love you. Deeper than 1,000 oceans.
Oh. Shut up. Fucking all here.
I don't care.
No, I don't care neither.
See, what worries Dad is him being made an outcast in his own community.
Mind you, it ain't exactly flavour of the month at the moment, is it? I mean, it ain't religion with him, it's money. See, if I could persuade him that, you know, I've got a few prospects.
Have you?
Of course I have. Mind you, I've got to get me drill back off that Scotch geezer what I lent it to.
Here. I know the old world loves a lover. But you two came in for breakfast. We should be serving afternoon teas in a minute.
Oh, I hate old people. Don't you dare leave him a tip.
I'm just glad he doesn't want to pay my cheque, sweetheart.
Tea tastes like iodine.
Okay, do we have to?
Yeah, look, you leave all the talking to me, OK? Talk to your own man.
Well, I know he's going to talk you out of it.
Get in!
Well, open the bloody door, then.
Mukherjee! Oi, Mr. Mukherjee!
Can't give, let's go on the side.
Right. Keys?
Yeah, right in my pocket. Must be upstairs. Dad!
Mr. Mukherjee!
Aslam Shah. Please, I'm very sorry. Believe me. I beg your forgiveness. Yes, and I beg you not to harm me anymore. Yes? Yes. Yes, that is a possible solution. Yes. But of course she will agree. What do you think? I am not master in my own household. No fears. So just give me a little while. I'll call you in a little. Bye. So, your old father may sleep peacefully again. You don't have to marry somebody from Bengal. He would be just as happy if you married his nephew from Wolverhampton.
No bleeding chance.
Indira.
Listen, I'm the one she's marrying. Can't you get that, Mr. Mukherjee?
Please, Kevin. Can you pay the bride money? Can you match what Mr. Aslam has already paid and which I must return if she does not marry his relative?
I can look after her, yeah.
But you cannot pay. All you do is stand in the way. Do you know how rich is Mr. Aslam? He has got business interests everywhere. He has got the finest restaurant in London. And what have you got?
Dad, he loves me and I love him.
Yeah. And I've got a trade, ain't I?
Trade? But what job you have got?
What?
What job you have?
What do you mean at this precise moment? Well, right now I'm between things. But I've got to start next week, block of flats, Kensal Rise.
And anyway, Kev's thinking of starting up on his own.
Doing what exactly?
Conversion. Like buildings.
I didn't think religious.
Look, you don't seem to understand. I'm a very skilled man. I'll be getting about 200 nicker a week clear in my pocket.
200?
Yeah. And with this mate of mine, who's about the best wallpaper hanger you can get around here, who knows? A couple of months we could be very big.
Oh, Dad, I do love him. Don't I get a say? I mean, you and Mr. Aslam and all that. Just tradition, innit? I was brought up here. Gotta get married. I want to choose for myself.
My little Indra. My sweet, darling girl. Of course I want your happiness. But they will certainly kill me.
They won't kill you.
Kev! One of them's a real gangster!
Okay. But I love you, so I've got to be prepared to fight for you, ain't I?
Kev! Stop! Kev, please don't!
Not a bad morning's work. You've done well there, Terry boy. Thanks.
I reckon this is the best part of Sunday. Nice drop of afters. Her indoors doing a nice roast. Nice and quiet.
Are you in there?
Friends of yours?
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Terry. Ain't a bleeding club.
No.
Terry, Kev's gone after them on his own.
Yeah, all right, love. You come. It's all right. Arthur! Now, tell me slowly. You say he went after them?
I mean, he's got no chance, has he?
No, not much.
Mr. Daly, please save this boy. I promise you'll get your 300.
120 subs, eh?
I got overheads, Terry. You know that. How do you know he's gone to the restaurant?
Oh, it was the only place I mentioned.
Take him, Alice. His motor only goes in second gear.
Wonderful. And he's talking of setting up business on his own.
See, what worries me is he's got all his tools.
His what? He's got a gun?
No, I mean his tools for work. Hammers, chisels, you know, all that stuff.
I think if one's really sort of into ethnic food, it's always good to go to a place patronised by the natives, so to speak.
Mr. Aslam?
Yes?
I'm a friend of Mr. Mukherjee's.
Go where?
And I'm his daughter's boyfriend. And I've come to...
Come to what, Sonny?
I've come to tell you we're getting married. And I want you to stop harassing my future father-in-law.
You are disturbing my customers.
If it's down to me and him, okay.
All right, son. Go home.
Go on your bike.
I'm not frightened. What you shaking for, then?
I'm not bloody frightened.
All right, you're not frightened. But you stick to your room dividing, eh? This is more my game. Go on. I'm afraid you just lost out, Mr. Aslam. You see, this is jolly old England. And that girl's going to marry who she wants. Now, the only problem is that Mr. Mukherjee is skinny. But he's going to be a good boy. He's going to give you 15 quid a week.
It is not enough.
That's the state of his economy. If you want any more, well, you're going to have to take it out of this, aren't you?
Tool up.
What for? 15 quid a week, Aslam.
Oh, good, Cherry! I've had enough.
So my pal. You had enough, Aslam?
Mr. Daly, please, I have to explain. Obviously, I haven't got all the money.
Obviously.
Only 100 short.
Yeah, I bet it's my whack, innit?
Well, with this guy, it's a risk, isn't it? I don't see why I should bear the burden of money's owed.
Arthur, look.
Yeah, but that'll get better, won't it? Stick this in your bin for now. Right. Yeah, I've got to drop this back at the garage. I'll see you at the boozer, right?
Okay, yeah.
Terry? Terry, will you be our best man?
Oh, was that, am I? You thought of taking a test?
What? Oh, it's you, is it? Eh? Well, I was right. I got the motor back.
Yeah, well done.
Someone give you a whacking, did they?
Yeah.
Well, I can't say as I blame them. It's a risk you've got to take in your game.
I suppose so.
Six Militant House, POP in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Cab, love.
What?
Minicab.
Well, what about it?
You called for a cab.
Not me, love. I don't want a cab.
This is 246 Millington House.
Paddy?
Yeah. Oh, tell. Listen, what sort of shape you in?
Well, could be better, but I'm all right.
Would you fancy a work out in the ring?
Yeah, I don't mind, do.
Charlie.
Charlie? On the pavement, yes. In there, no. Come on, you're gearing me up, aren't you? Man's a champion. A pro champion.
So what? You're an ex-pro, you can handle it. No, the thing is, his sparring partner couldn't turn up today. So, I mean, you'd be wearing the headgear now. There'd be a drink in it for you. What'd you say?
Yeah, all right.
It's a bit short, isn't it, Kevin? It's worse than last week.
And it will probably get shorter. Another one of the drivers had an accident this morning.
What happened?
His motor caught fire.
Badly?
Cremated.
He wasn't in it, was he?
Oh, no, luckily enough.
So rent's paid for this week, all right?
Yeah.
Well, that's something, I suppose.
You're all heart, Arthur.
Well, I can't afford to mix sentiment with business, can I?
If it goes on like this, it won't be any business. Candy cabs. Yes, sir, where to, sir? In about 5 minutes, sir. Thank you. Rog 48, mate, 193, the Grampian.
Roger. What do you mean there won't be any business?
We've lost 8 drivers in a fortnight.
8?
That means we're down to 19. And some of them only come in when they want to.
Well, why don't you advertise in the local papers? There must be geezers out of work with motors. In fact, the only way you can afford a motor these days is be on the bloody dole.
I have advertised.
All these accidents. Do you know what I think?
No.
Someone's having a pop at us. Go on, Terry. He's wide open for a left hook. He's a mug at the game. If that don't work, give him some stick in the orchestras. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, don't just lay there.
You okay, Tom?
Of course he's okay. He slipped, didn't he? Go on, my son. Make him have it. Hey, what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you?
Do shut up, Arthur, will you?
Go on, do him in the orchestras, Terry. Nut him! What are you doing? I'm embarrassed. People are watching this, you know. It's not doing any favours for my image.
Are you all right, son?
All right, of course he's all right. He should think himself lucky that my man has not quite recovered from a severe attack of pulmonary pneumonia, complicated by gastroenteritis.
For God's sake, Arthur, give it a rest, will you? Come here, let's have a look at you. Yes, you'll live. That'll do you for the day. Anyway, go and get changed, son. Go on.
What's the matter? You drunk or something?
Just leave it out, Arthur. It's different on the cobbles, isn't it? In here, they got a thing called Queensberry rules.
Rules are made to be broken, my boy. You could have done him.
Yeah, of course I could.
Anyway, I got you a bit of work.
Doing what?
Driving. Well, mini-cabbing.
Arthur, if I wanted to do mini-cabbing, I could have done it without your help. And without giving you any of my hard-earned. I'm going to have a shower.
Yeah, well, hear me out, Terry. Hear me out.
Accidents?
Sabotage, more likely, Terry. I know it's a competitive game, mini-cabbing. 8 drivers we've lost in the last fortnight, and that is well above the norm, stand on me.
What sort of accidents?
Motors breaking down. One even mysteriously caught fire.
Calling the old bill?
Well, no, that would cause a bit of a problem.
Oh?
Yeah, you know how it is.
No?
Well, in a word, tax.
Pardon?
Inland revenue. They crucify everybody these days. Questions like how much do you earn? No cabbie wants that kind of aggro. They just turn it in and they go somewhere else.
Yeah, and the authorities taking too close a look into your bookkeeping wouldn't be too welcome, would they?
I don't think I'm getting through to you, Terry. Someone is having a pop at me, and that is not in order.
Not in here.
And you get to keep whatever you take in fares.
In that?
What's wrong with it?
What's right with it? I'm not driving around in that.
Yes. Tell him what a terrific piece of machinery that is.
Don't be deceived by appearances, Terry. That engine is tuned to perfection. Perfection.
Cut the crap, Des.
Terry, I can tell you this because I know your sound. But that engine was relied on by a certain little firm to get them off the scene of some very heavy tickles. Lively, you know what I mean?
Oh. So you expect me to drive round in a motor that's been used?
Not the body, you loon. Not the body. He's talking about the engine.
The body it came out of has been recycled. What you might call my small contribution to our ailing steel industry.
Look at those tyres, Terry. 100%.
Is it MOT'd?
I'll write one out for you.
What about insurance?
I have a pal who does a nice line in cover notes.
But why can't I have one of them?
Leave off, Terry. They're movable stock. Those I can sell.
Terrific.
Don't mention to Kevin what you're up to, all right?
Kevin?
Yeah, he's my partner, runs the office. Just don't mention it.
Why not?
Well, he's a family man. Warrior, you know, good as gold, but not all that bright. Lacks a certain vision. Take my point?
Not really.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? A touch of the old world charm.
We aim to please.
Lovely.
You're not serious?
Of course. We need drivers, don't we?
I thought we advertised luxury saloon cars.
Well, so what? You don't believe that people really drink martini and fly in balloons, do you?
What's that got to do with it?
See what I mean? Advertising, it's all a con, isn't it? It's an illusion. People don't expect plush motors to waft up to their door. As long as it keeps out the wind and the wet and gets them where they want to go, do they complain?
No, Arthur, we're not that desperate.
I think he's right, Arthur.
As a major shareholder in this little enterprise, Kevin, I think I'm entitled to make a few management suggestions.
You're a silent, non-working partner. Very silent.
Nevertheless, I promised a job to my nephew here, and my word is my bond.
Right, Cabby, hang a left and it's just down here on your right.
Look, if you tell me exactly where you want to go, I'm sure I can find it.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. I'm not exactly sure myself till I see it.
Does he know the manor?
Would I stick him in if he didn't?
Probably. Told you what the rent is, has he?
Rent?
You paid 25 quid a week for the use of the office and facilities, and it's up front.
Hold on now.
I'll lend it to you.
Lend?
Well, he'll make more than that in a day, won't he? And you get a radio thrown in too.
Can you get Luxembourg on it, Uncle?
It's only on loan, mind. Those things are worth 300 quid apiece, which is about 6 times the value of the wreck it's going into.
Heaven!
Talking to bricks. Hello, love!
Who's having the pleasure of taking old Katie home today, then, eh? Who? Where's that nice young man? What's his name? Barry. I like him.
Just round this next corner and pull in, Cabby.
What do we owe you then? That'll be £1.60, please. You better pay the man then, Greg, hadn't you?
Oi!
Right, come on.
Come on, you old pest. On your feet. Come on. Up to daisy.
Come on up.
Disgusting. There you go.
Don't you go making a pass at me, young man. I'm a respectable woman.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. It's just I find you totally irresistible.
Well, you can escort Madam home then.
Oh, thank you, Squire.
Oh. All right, then. Just to the car. Come on.
Just to the car.
Thank you.
Memories.
Come on, Kate.
Memories.
The fresh air gets her. This one, love.
Yeah, only a little drunk.
Yeah.
All right.
In you go, love. Mind your head, mind your head.
Mind your afraid to hit it.
All right, you in, love? That's it. Oh, thanks, mate.
I'd have told her to get on her bike.
Ah, it's a fair. All part of the game, innit? Katie's all right. She's not normally this bad. You want to see some of them you get?
I don't.
Perhaps we ought to try for a better class clientele. Yeah, listen, look, get some new cards printed, embossed gold lettering, and shove them through the letterboxes of your Kensington and Chelsea mansions. You know, move up market.
Oh, yes. I'm sure the average upper-class matron would just love to be picked up by your nephew's pigsty on wheels.
Arthur.
Any cabs?
Come in.
Yes, sir. Where to, sir?
I've had seconds. I'm not going to do it.
No, look, don't give me any aggro, Terry. Just give it a chance.
Did you see the state of her? If you think I'm going to spend my time riding around with legless old biddies like that just on the off chance that something might happen, you've got another thing.
Hang on, listen.
Kevin, I'm hurt.
Who is that? Well, use your code. Over.
This is Barry. Tango 14. I need someone to help me.
Roger 214. What's happened? Over.
A couple of hooligans. Please send someone. I'm in Bishop's Lane.
Barry? Tango 14. Come in, Tango 14. Over.
What did you say, was?
Bishop's Lane.
Come on. Well, come on.
Where you going?
Bloody hell. Don't worry, son. We'll get you to hospital.
Luckily, they didn't touch your motor.
Yeah, where is it?
In the car park. Terry here drove it over. He's a relation of mine.
Thanks, mate.
He just joined the firm. You get on well with him?
Listen, Arthur, maybe the man doesn't want to carry on cabbying.
Of course he does, don't you, son?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
What's to think about? Anyone get assaulted these days? It's all this urban decay.
Do what?
Oh, vandals, muggers. It's rife, isn't it? It's not only the cabbies who cop it, you know. While they were cleaning you up, I phoned the office. Kevin tells me you picked the fare up from a pub.
Yeah.
How many? 1, 2?
2.
What they look like?
Couple of flash young tearaways. Oh, they all look much the same.
Yeah. I suppose you don't want to call in the old bill.
No, of course not.
It's what we pay our taxes for, isn't it? Police protection against hooligans.
Take no notice of him, Barry. He knows the SP. He's winding us up.
Come on, I'll drive you home.
No, it's all right. I can manage.
No, don't be silly. Sitting. Good.
OK, cheers.
You know how to comfort the injured, don't you?
Well, there's no point in losing another driver till I have to, is there?
Where you going?
Back to the office. Make sure you get a radio stuck in your motor.
Now, listen, Uncle. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do it or not.
That's funny. I thought you already were.
Yeah, right, OK.
Well?
I think he's getting a bit bottly. He says we're to wheeze up on the spankings.
But that's the bit I like most.
Yeah, well, you would. Anyway, the message is leave it out, and the motors for now.
Why?
I don't know. He'll bell us when he wants us to perform again.
Well, there must be something you remember. Colour of their hair, clothes, boils on the end of their nose.
Boils?
Well, yeah. Distinguishing marks.
But why are you so interested?
If I know who they are, I can avoid them, right? I'm new to this game. I don't want to cop for what you got.
Oh, it happens now and then. Oh, I've had a few runners.
Oh, yeah, runners. Who pay you with a knuckle sandwich before they have it on their toes.
They know where I live.
How's that?
I don't know, but they said Well, if I try to get them nicked, they'd pay me another visit.
They say anything else?
Something about maybe I should stop driving a cab.
They didn't specify candy cabs, though.
No? Well, why should they?
I don't know. But maybe you should take their advice.
If I give up cab driving, how else am I supposed to get my family out of this dump?
Yeah, I see your point. Oh, come on. There are lots of other driving jobs.
Yeah, but on them you have to pay tax. I pay enough tax as it is in my regular job.
You mean to say you've got a kosher job as well?
I work nights in a bakery, I sleep in the mornings, and I do this in the afternoon and evenings.
You must lead a really exciting social life.
I got married when I was 19. I've got 2 kids and 3 rooms in that Kazi. I'm not eligible for a council place, so we've got to buy. First-time buyers, and I don't have to tell you the price of property. My wife's on the edge of a nervous breakdown living around here. Will you tell me how else I'm supposed to get the money?
Dunno. Could rob a bank. Or get yourself a job in the mornings. No, hold on, listen. You sure you don't remember anything about those 2 geezers?
Well, one of them did mention the other's first name.
Greg? Yeah, that's what he said.
All right.
No juice. Try the battery connections.
Perhaps you better pop into that pub where you picked him up.
No, I'm not open yet.
Well, later.
Okay, try that.
Yep, that's it.
All right?
Well, the radio is. Dave will show you what it's all about. Turn the ropes, Dave. Can I have a word after?
Yeah, sure. See you in a minute, Terry.
Do you know, I've been thinking, Arthur.
Oh, keep practicing, it'll get to be easier.
No, seriously. The more I think about it, the more I'm beginning to think it isn't worth it.
What isn't?
This. Well, let's face it, it's only giving one of us a living.
This is the on and off switch. This is a squelch knob, cuts out static and interference. This is for volume. This is for channel 1 and 2. This is to receive, and this is to send. Just simple as that.
Could you go over it once more for us, please?
I don't understand you, Kevin. Here you are, your own boss, men under your command, an independent spirit in this increasingly bolshy country of ours.
Oh, don't talk garbage, Arthur. I'm a beaten slave to this business. I work 16 hours a day. Dustman takes home more than I do. Puts in half the time. Beaten drivers earn more than me.
Yeah, maybe we ought to raise the rent.
But we already charge more than most firms. That's why we have trouble getting drivers. Candy cabs. Yes, what's the address, sir? Very good, sir. On its way, thank you. Charlie, 12 Hall Road, going to Oxford Street.
Look, Kevin, I can understand you getting depressed. I'm depressed. But things are going to get better. I'm working on it. Have a cigar.
No, thanks.
See, the thing is, Kev, I don't see how you can quit. I mean, all your capital's tied up in the business. If you leave, you lose a lot.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking of leaving. I'm suggesting you pull out.
Me? Why should I pull out?
Well, for one thing, you've got plenty of income for all your other interests. This is all I've got.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have this if I hadn't stuck up the 60% of the capital.
Yeah, and I do 100% of the work.
Oh, be fair, Kevin. I handle the promotional side.
Pay for the cards to be printed.
I find this ingratitude very hard to bear, Kevin.
You're incredible.
Well, I suppose we could come to some arrangement, depending on what you're offering.
Well, I was thinking of giving you back your original $5,000.
Where would you dig $5,000 up from?
Borrow it. Well, the wife's parents got a few quid tucked away. I just have to pay it back best I could.
Ah, sorry. I couldn't begin to consider releasing my share at under, say, $8,000.
8?
Well, 10 would be more realistic, but then I always err on the side of generosity.
Anyone want a cab? Tango 6-4.
Always use it when communicating with base, which is here, which is control 1. Roger, or Rog for short, means message understood. Rog?
Roger.
No swearing or foul language over the air, we can get done for that. POB means passenger on board, so when you pick up a punter, you call in Tango 64 POB, Rog?
POB, Rog.
If you get lost, call in, ask for a direct, or use your book.
Book?
A to Z.
I ain't got one.
Or buy one.
$2.80.
Very much. Bye.
Hello. One, 2, 50, 80.
Your car, sir?
No, it's not actually mine. It belongs to Candy Cabs, Arthur Daly. Tango 64's RTB'd.
How's it going then, Tal? Getting used to it?
I'll never get used to this.
You will.
You know, that bleeding motor of mine uses more oil than petrol.
The state of it, I thought it'd run in steam.
Yeah, mine. God, we should have seen some of the punters I had today.
Dave here was telling me about Barry.
The driver who got beaten up.
Oh, yeah.
Bad, was he?
Well, I didn't look too clever. No, it'd be all right. Just lumps and bruises.
No, there's too much of that sort of thing going on.
What, round here, you mean?
Well, everywhere. He's the third on this film the last couple of weeks.
Did they know who did it?
No. They just rang in and said they weren't coming back to work.
You've been done?
Oh, a couple of dummy runs, that's all. But Dave here had a pound of sugar put in his tank a few days back.
Sweet, isn't it?
Luckily enough, I managed to borrow a motor. I'd been out of work.
Perhaps one of the drivers stitched somebody up and they got the hump with the firm.
How do you mean?
Well, I don't know, overcharged them or something.
Ah, come off it, man. What can you overcharge? £1, 30 bob? You've got to be nutters to go to that length.
Hey, to Rigby Road, usual destination.
Look, me and John were just about to go and have something to eat. Let Terry take it.
Yeah, let Terry take it.
Candy Cabs? 1 minute. You're new, ain't you?
Well, no, I've been around for a few years.
I can see that now. I met with Candy Cabs.
Oh, yeah, with them, I'm as fresh as a wilted daisy. Right, where to, love?
Oh, didn't they tell you? I do this trip every day by Sunday.
Go to confession then, do you?
Hardly. I work at the Lotus Club, up west.
What, a strip joint?
I do artistic poses.
Yeah, I bet you do. So that's where we're going then, is it? The Lotus Club?
Oh, back entrance, of course.
Of course, the back entrance. Tango 64, POB.
Rog Tango 64, message for you. Arthur rang, said, can you meet him in the pub?
What pub?
He said you'd know which one.
Roger, Rog.
Right, that's £2.40.
Call me Debbie.
All right, Debbie. It's £2.40. Here?
Disgusting.
What's disgusting about it?
You mean you obliged it? In broad daylight? In the car? In the street?
No, not in the street. In the courtyard round the back of the club.
Outrageous.
It would have been if I had.
Oh, you didn't then?
I will. I've got his number.
Hey, look, Terry, I don't pay you good money to take up with slags.
You don't pay me, period, Arthur.
Gratitude. You know, let's have it right. You are copping a nice few quid in fares.
Copping what? Do you know how much I've earned? Driving that bleeding cab, in the traffic, sweating, carrying bags about. 18 quid. Yeah, and 7 quid went out on petrol and oil. That wreck drinks it. And I got a parking ticket.
Well, look, just give it time, Terry. Look, you've only been doing it for 8 hours, not even that, and you're already 11 sobs in pocket. Only another 14, you'll be able to repay the rent money I paid out on your behalf.
Do what?
Only joking. No, that can wait.
Wait?
No, don't worry about it. Been a bit busy myself.
Banking other people's money.
I've been making a few inquiries about our two hooligans. A discreet conversation with the barman.
And?
See those two over there? Well, one on the right's name is Greg. They were laughing and joking the other night, having a drink up and talking about a car that caught fire. The barman reckons he heard the words minicab mentioned. Aren't you going to ask them to help you with your inquiries?
No, Arthur, not in here. Don't want to upset the barman after it's been so nice to you, do you?
Perhaps I'd better wait in the car.
What for?
Well, then I'd be ready to follow them if they jump into a motor.
Oh, I see, Arthur, yeah.
Yeah, well, we've got to be prepared, haven't we?
Oh, of course we have.
No, right then. And if they start performing, don't worry. I'll be out of the motor in a flash.
Of course you will, Arthur. See you later. Excuse me, gents. Can I have a word? You're Greg, aren't you?
That's right.
What's your name again?
Who's asking?
You met a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah, who's that?
He drives a minicab. He drives for candy cabs.
I think you ought to be careful what you say, mate. There's a kick in a cobbler's off an offence. Not what I mean.
Arthur, you look after this one.
Is this one of them?
No. I've never seen him before.
Have you had a look out your window?
Well, no, I've been a bit busy.
What with?
What? Yeah, Debbie, this is Arthur.
Hello, Arthur.
Charming. No wonder you didn't notice my property being dismantled in the street.
What are you on about?
Take a look.
Someone's nicked the wheels.
Well, obviously. Oh, my good God.
She does artistic poses. Hold on, hold on. That's one of my wheels.
Oh, I wouldn't know a thing about that.
You're going to try and sell me my own wheels?
I don't know what you're talking about. I freely admit I bought them only this morning. But I know you'll believe me, Terry, when I tell you I have no idea where they came from.
He's only trying to sell me my own wheels.
You should have kept your eye on the motor. This is a very rough neighbourhood round here. Now, look, the main thing is to get you back on the road. Now, look, Barry didn't recognise that kid, eh?
Who?
Barry.
Barry, I don't... Oh, no, he didn't. No, I was thinking I think he was a bit frightened of the comebacks. Can't blame him, really, can you?
Now, I phoned the other two drivers who got done. They didn't want to know either.
And I've probably got the same message.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is how they know their home addresses.
They probably just follow them home as a sort of insurance.
So what now?
Well, keep punting. With any luck, those two hooligans will try a comeback on you.
Oh, thanks, Arthur.
Yeah, and if they do, you'll be at liberty to use all your natural talents to make them divulge what it's all about, won't you? Take it from me. They are only the labourers.
Who's paying for these wheels?
You pay for them, out of your tips.
Yeah, okay, fine. Well?
Turns out this geezer's working on the firm. He's only been with them a couple of days.
And?
Well, he wants us to sort him out.
Oh, yeah. You can count me out. That geezer's a bit too useful.
Yeah. Still, we could have a bit of a giggle with his motor, eh?
I've got a blinding headache.
I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
Arthur, you thought any more about my offer?
£5 grand? Sorry. Couldn't begin to consider it.
Well, I suppose I could go to 6.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Was that a punter?
Probably.
What's the matter with you? Aren't things bad enough without you insulting the punters?
I told you I got this blinding headache. And quite frankly, Arthur, I'm sick and tired of working 16 hours a day to line your bloody pocket. Here, I tell you what. You have a taste of it. I'm going home.
Tango 1 clear at Shepherd's Bush to you.
Who is that? What? Tango who?
Tango 1-2. Heathrow. P.O.B.
P.O.B.? What does that mean? Caddy cabs. Caddy cabs.
Tango 1-8 mobile Shepherd's Bush Green.
What? No, not what you. What? You want to go to Acton? No, you're in Acton.
Tango 3-2 mobile
please.
Road.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Not all at once. Oh, bloody hell.
Arthur, it's me, Terry. Arthur!
Caddy cabs.
Tango 1-4. Can you give me a direction
Shut up.
to Crescent
Don't let
Mews,
you know,
Southwest 12? I can't find it on that
a
book.
bit later, could you? Up yours too.
Can't say that on the air, Kevin.
I'm sorry about that. Hello? Hello?
Tango 1-8 mobile Holland Park Avenue.
What the bloody hell does that mean?
Tango 1-4. Direct please to Crescent Mews.
Arthur, what's happening?
I don't want to discuss it. It has a disturbing nightmare quality.
Yeah? Why are all the phones off the York?
Because they keep ringing, Terry. They keep ringing.
That's the idea, isn't it? Where's Kevin?
Don't ask me to talk about that ingrate. After all I've done for him, helping to set him up in business, letting him run the place, giving him more than his fair share of the profits.
Where's he gone?
He's gone home. With he claimed a headache. Left me with one.
What about all the other drivers?
I don't know, I suppose they've gone home too.
I want to go home. I want a cigarette. You got a cigarette, young man?
Sorry, I don't smoke.
I want a cigarette. Stop the car!
No, I'll tell you what, there's a shop round the corner. We'll stop there, all right?
Yeah.
But you stay in the car.
Thank you, young man. You're very kind. Very kind.
Are you all right, love?
All right. All right. I should bloody well say I'm not all right.
Yeah, but you're not hurt, are you?
Where's my cigarettes?
I dropped them, I'm afraid, while I was chasing this.
Who's this then?
This is one of the gentlemen responsible for your little joyride.
Joyride?
Yeah, him. And another big brave thing. Took the handbrake off, didn't they?
Where were you then?
I was getting your cigarettes.
I gave you £1.
£1.
That's the last time I used this firm.
Good.
Little hooligan!
Oi! Drunken old bat! Yeah, but later on, she'll be sober. And you'll still be in trouble. Now sit down, I want to chat.
Didn't think you'd still be here.
Well, why is that, Kevin?
Well, I thought you'd have had enough yesterday.
Yeah, I must admit, it did get a bit hectic.
Yeah, but now you know what it's like. Not easy, is it?
No, I think you made your point.
Yeah?
I'm going to reconsider your offer.
You are? Oh, well. That's great, Arthur.
I think we could come to some arrangement in view of recent developments. I think developments, that's a key word, I think, don't you?
No, it's got to be.
What's all this, then?
Oh, we're not open for business today. In view of these developments, I thought I'd call a meeting of the board, i.e. you and me. Oh, Terry's here in what you might call a supportive role.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before we go into the details, I think it might be instructive for you to have a look at something. Terence?
I got this from the planning department in the town hall. Interesting, isn't it?
What is it?
Well, this is what they call in the trade a blueprint. It's a blueprint of a new shopping precinct.
Yeah, well, it's all very interesting. What's it got to do with this meeting?
Lovely, isn't it? Terrific.
Come here, I'll show you. Look, see that? That's a car park. There's your bank, shops various. And here, where Candy Cabs now stands, a supermarket.
No, I'm not with you.
You're bloody right you're not with me. You thought you could cheat me by hiring those hooligans to put the frighteners on the drivers, run the business into the ground and buy me out cheap. Then bingo, make a bundle out of selling the freehold of this place. But you forgot to take into account my deep-rooted instinct for knowing when I'm getting turned over.
Yeah, all right, so you found out. But it's you that's been turning me over all this time. Anyway, you're forgetting something. I still own 40% of the business.
True. And in view of your legal position, that is incitement to GBH, arson, conspiracy to defraud, I have decided to make you a very generous offer for your share. £2,000.
2,000? Now, wait a minute, Arthur.
One then.
You can't do this. Robbery.
No, Kevin. Hitting old ladies over the head and taking their handbags is robbery.
Everything else is business.
But Arthur, I haven't got anything out of this.
Yes, you have, my boy.
What?
Yours to keep.
That?
2, 23, 24, 25.
25 quid? It's worth more than that for scrap.
Terry, it is scrap. You're lucky to have a mate like me to take it off your hands.
But we bought it off you in the first place.
Yeah, but it's been used as a minicab since then, and been in a pile-up. You ought to be paying me to take it away.
Yeah, well, thanks a bunch, pal.
For a friend, any time. You're making a wonderful investment here, Mr. King. You see, under government law, the government insists you have to buy the car in order to get the number. So you're not just getting your own personalised number plate with your own exact initials, you're also getting a wonderful little runabout for the wife as well. Not bad for 250 quid.
Not bad at all, Des. 125 each, eh?
Have you met my...